It's so stupid, it's positively brilliant.
Yep, Charlamagne the God.
Andrew Schultz.
We are the Brilliant Idiots, and today's episode is brought to you by Squarespace. From websites and online stores, the marketing tools and analytics, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform to build a beautiful online presence and run your business. There are no hidden fees or price hikes, and all websites are optimized for mobile, and it's so simple. Start with a design template and use drag and drop tools to make it your own. Head to squarespace.com/idiot for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, use the offer code IDIOT to save 10% off your first purchase. Now let's start the show.
I'm sad, man.
Tell me why you sad, Hezzy.
Because y'all got Taylor pretending to have COVID so she don't come into the podcast, man.
She got COVID?
Taylor's here, but she's producing.
She's producing.
That's right.
She better be.
She's here, like she's literally here. Like as we're talking, she's listening to us talking. She
got to produce some antibodies to handle that fucking Delta.
Nah, she had two tests already, but she's negative.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
Dope.
Contrary, Wax is here.
Wax.
Contrary to popular belief, COVID's still out here in these streets.
It's
bro.
out here in these streets, man.
But
I thought it was
hard.
over.
You said what?
I thought it was over.
Nah.
It's hard to act like it.
It's over for me. I'm vaxxed. If you're not vaxxed, you gotta worry about it. I see you guys walk in with your little masks.
No,
and shit.
even if you're still vaxxed.
Nah, I don't use a mask.
Let me tell you something. I was in South Carolina all last week for vacation.
Okay.
And I went to I was at the Tanger outlets.
You went outlet shopping?
Well, I didn't go. My good sister Angela Rye was down, and she took my daughter and my niece, and so I was just, I'm paranoid. So I was like, let me be here with the weapons, right? So I'm following them around and shit like that. And I'm sitting down, and this white dude sits by me, old white dude, and he goes, "He's South Carolina. So you still wearing a mask, huh?" Oh, God, where's this going?
Have you been vaxxed?
I'm like, where is this going? You know what I mean? You're like, you still wearing a mask, huh? I said, yeah, still wearing a mask. He goes, yeah, you vaxxed? I go, nah, I'm not vaxxed. He goes, how old are you? I said, 43. He goes, yeah, if I was your age, I wouldn't have got vaccinated. I said, you vaxxed? He said, yeah, I got both of them. I said, what you got? He said, the Moderna. I said, why you saying you wouldn't get vaxxed? He was like, I don't know what's in this shit. he was like, we don't know what's in this shit. Yeah. He was like, fucking December, I could be dead because of this shit.
A lot of people
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
That's
a lot of people I know is pissed off that they got it. It's fucked up.
Nobody's pissed off. We're heroes. Y'all are pussies. Y'all are scared. Like, we had to open up the country, so the heroes went out. We put our life on the line and risk so you guys can go to work. You're welcome.
Okay,
we are soldiers, bro.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I think non-vax people need to say thank you to people like us.
I really appreciate you.
I did. I'm not lying.
I do.
When I saw that it took 70% of the country to get vaccinated, salute to the 70%.
I appreciate
That's what we do.
Y'all got bigger balls.
That's right.
Listen.
85 South Show got 85%ers. The NOI got 5%. I salute to all the 70%ers of the United States of America. Thank you for getting back.
I appreciate y'all, man.
You're welcome, bro.
So the rest of us don't have to.
We got to look out for the little homies.
By the way, I've never been vaccinated for nothing in my life.
Me neither.
That's a lie.
I guess when you're a baby.
You can't even go to public school if you don't have vaccination. They vaccinate the hell out of you.
If you don't remember that it happened?
Yes. No, man, it's true. We can all drop dead, but we did it for y'all.
I appreciate you.
We got it. In all seriousness, we got to open up the country, man.
But what about lab rats? Y'all forgot about lab rats and shit like that? You should, why you let them get it first?
They did. Bro. You don't think they tried it on that?
Why do you think all lab rats are white, bro?
You right.
Because we're the guinea pigs. Anyway, point is, go get vaxxed if you want. And if you don't get vaxxed. I don't even know why it's that difficult.
If you're scared, don't get vaxxed.
But here's the thing, no.
But if you die of COVID after not getting vaxxed, I don't want to hear you crying about it.
But if you die from COVID,
I don't want to hear you crying about it if you die from COVID.
If you die from the shot,
you're like, I told you don't cry about it. You point up. No, you bring up a good point though. It should be about choice.
You're allowed to choose, bro.
That's it, man.
You're allowed to choose, but you're not allowed to bitch and cry.
So birth control. This is birth control.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Because you know how if girls have birth control and you nut on them is okay, but if they don't, like they still let you have sex, it's like
that's not the point of birth control.
Yes, it is.
Birth control is to prevent pregnancy, but you're still not supposed to have unprotected.
You preventing. We're not supposed to have unprotected face masks. You know what I'm saying we out here barefacing shit, and we ain't got the fucking vaccine.
You following this? I'm just.
Taylor, we miss you, yo. No. Taylor, we really.
How would you understand what I'm saying? The vaccine is the birth control.
Okay. Mask is the condom.
Yeah.
So if you don't take the
I
birth
hear
control-
he's actually making sense.
Yeah, no
the mask and the
shit.
condom vaccine is the birth control. So you can either take the birth control or wear the mask or the
Absolutely.
condom. Exactly. But don't bitch about both. And
if you get pregnant, that's on you.
But the reason that's not
for
good,
not taking the birth control.
but it don't make no sense because even if the girl is on birth control, if you still have unprotected sex with her, what about STDs?
What about them?
They got other things like AIDS. They got other things like
That's why I said, what about
and all this-
STDs?
Yeah,
What?
but if you're
What are you
faithful
talking
and your girl's faithful, you'll be good.
Yeah, if you're a girl,
Wax, you've been putting some work in with those two.
Oh yeah, I
God
was on
damn.
the farm this week.
them shit need a vaccine.
That's what I was about to say.
Them shit need a vaccine. Them shit might have took the vaccine.
It is Carl's fault.
Yo, your tips are crazy,
Why do you
bro.
do that to your Tim?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I go out there to the farm and I just be out there working and stuff, and then by the time I get
You don't
back,
have
it's
like a non-work Tim?
no, I fuck them up every single time.
I mean, they look crazy,
and
bro.
he just got those.
I just got
You got
these.
those like 2 weeks ago.
I know.
I don't know, bro.
Sure. No,
You just doing that
this is literally this weekend
Nah,
at the farm.
dude.
You just trying to keep Carla busy, bro. That's what that feel like. You gonna keep sending it to the store for the
Or
same.
he's trying to stay out the house. That's sometimes we do that, right? Like sometimes you realize you got to
Like,
fix
baby,
something
ain't
out
nobody
the
gonna
house.
holler at me with these shit.
Yeah, come on.
Keep her confidence high.
I was doing
Hey,
the
here you go,
lawn,
baby.
This shit is really stupid, man. Can we talk about entitlement a little bit?
Yeah, let's talk about entitlement, man.
Just a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I really just want to tell this generation of young people, not even just young people, because it's some adults, middle-aged people that are the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, nobody owes you anything. You don't you're not I can't even say you're deserving of anything. I don't think any of us are deserving of anything. You get what you work for, but I think that this generation has a problem with said work. I don't know if they know what work actually looks
And
like.
why is that? Why is it this generation specifically? Or do we think every generation after us is lazier? Like, you know how our parents are like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like we take the bus to school and our parents is like, I used to crawl to school.
Yeah. I
You
think,
know,
I
and
think
their
it's a
parents-
cell phone and microwave that fucked them up.
What do you
Everything
mean?
is so fast for them, so they expecting they don't want to work for. You just have to work for food. and
Everything
stuff
in life is so convenient for them.
Mhm.
I think a
So
lot
why
of
not this job? Why not this fucking me
Yeah,
get
but just
paid
because something's
more?
convenient for you doesn't mean that you deserve it. You know?
that's why I don't feel like I'm deserving of anything.
Yo, do you think it's social media where like it seems like you see an inflated amount of people like you succeeding, so you're like, well, I should be doing that. Whereas our generation, we only grew up with our friends around us, so as long as our friends weren't, whoa, that's
fuck was
crazy.
that?
I don't know what happened.
That wasn't an earthquake, was it?
Man, it's New York.
I have no clue what that was.
I don't know
just now.
either.
I thought it was him.
It felt like it was in the next room though.
I know. I sensed that about a minute ago. I think that's my vaccine. I got like spider senses.
Or
with
maybe
that shit.
goddamn somebody turned juvenile back that ass up and Mark is in there like
Facts
backing
that
that
ass.
shit up. Mark,
the vac.
Mark
Yo,
is shaking his ass.
This crazy. Someone's on the roof.
Somebody twerking.
That's the roof?
Yeah.
I think it's on the roof.
Nah, I
We're
think
gonna
that's
tell
Mark
people to
twerking, bro.
Cut that shit out. But what were we saying?
You was talking about social media making people feel
Oh yeah. Like you see so many people that are supposed to be just like you, but they're in these higher positions.
Yes.
They're succeeding. They're doing all this crazy shit.
10 toes,
lying.
10 fingers.
Exactly, right? But they're supposed to be just like you. When it was our generation, it was you and your friends. And you guys were on the same level. When y'all went to college, everybody went to college. If you were in high school, if you failed a test, they failed a test, everybody's good. If they didn't fail a test and you did, you felt like an asshole. So maybe this generation just sees an inflated amount of success and they're like, well, I should have that too.
I
Makes
can
them
see that.
different.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I think that's a fantastic point, and I'll expound on that with social media and says social media gives you an audience. So when you talk about how all we had was our friends, very true. Now these guys got 1,000 followers, 10,000 followers.
Yo, so
Yo,
hold
it's
on.
some furniture moving going on, bro. It's some furniture moving going on. What the hell's happening out here?
It sounds like somebody getting caught by their girl and they running. He's trying to hide.
It sounds like somebody fighting.
Yeah, he getting chased by his
Am
girl.
I tripping? That sounds like somebody was doing some real furniture moving, bro. And somebody was losing. When you listen, when you start hearing that much furniture
That's a couple
moving,
of slams.
somebody getting their ass kicked and they trying to get out the way.
Yeah. It's like a man running from his wife.
What was that? Oh,
Mm.
okay. All right. Well, but no, to what we were saying
Even though
is
they're not supposed to shoot on the roof, but they feel entitled that they could do absolutely anything.
millennials, probably some fucking millennials up there with no fucking permit or nothing like that.
Absolutely nothing.
But no, it's like, yeah, people have an audience,
causing
right?
mayhem. We would never do such a thing.
So
We would never shoot anything on the roof. Over here, show students. We got certifications, we got insurance, we got
That's
everything
right.
we need.
We pay for our permits.
Exactly.
Listen, if you got double-digit followers on social media, if you got 100 people, like I was fucking with Nyla yesterday. Nyla's definitely not one of these entitled millennials. Nyla's great,
She would definitely.
but she was talking to 36 people.
Mhm.
Her and Wax
Yeah.
talking to 36 people on Instagram,
On Instagram
Live.
Live. That's the craziest shit.
But they were
It was
giving
him.
it up.
Son.
They had gospel music
Yeah,
playing.
but it did.
I'm like, man, ain't nobody at this church.
And listen,
Like-
I was trying to get her to do a gospel mix because every time you talk about it was the top 10. It was like, damn, just hip hop. I don't just listen to hip hop. I listen to gospel, so I want mine.
Yeah, but y'all weren't talking to nobody is my point.
I get it.
It was
Yo, how many
36
people?
Listen, a
let's be
church is
honest,
a church,
How many
man.
people is Instagram Live ridiculous at?
I've seen some stupid numbers.
6?
Doing verses. Come
Like
on.
if
No
it's
verses. I've seen some verses.
Nah, but we ain't talking about verses. This is regular if somebody get up there
I'm
on
talking
live.
about regular Instagram. At what point do you guys shut down the Instagram Live?
Bro,
If
when
you have less than 10 people, you got to shut that
Word
fucking
up.
Oh, you
Instagram
mean
Live,
stuff
yo.
like that?
I just group chat.
I've seen people
Go on
on IG
Zoom.
Live talking to one person.
Nah,
I'm like,
man.
call that motherfucker.
Call.
yo.
Literally.
That's FaceTime.
That's
dog.
FaceTime.
That's FaceTime.
And by the way, you can bring more people on FaceTime nowadays,
100%.
which I didn't know. I just found that out the other day.
I
Under
know
10,
that.
you look crazy.
You look stupid as hell.
Yeah.
Under 10, you look
6,
crazy.
But guess what?
Wow.
Sometimes all it takes is 10.
Mm.
Because think about it. Think about when we was in high
It's
school.
only one.
All you need is one person to gas you up.
That's it.
That's it. I had
Go ask her. Go ask her out.
Man, listen, that's it.
Yeah,
I had all I need is one person to go along with whatever dumb shit I was doing.
Anything. Go start the store. Anything.
And it ain't no stopping me
Damn.
now. Ain't no stopping us
You ain't
now.
gonna
Like
punch
all
him
I
in
need
his
is
face.
one
Fuck.
person to gas me up. Yeah, hit him with that lock.
Yo, maybe that's
Mhm.
why people do such stupid shit. Is it just way more people gassing them
That's
up?
it. That's all it
They
is.
got hype man. They got crazy
That's
amounts
all
of hype
it
man.
is. That's why you see these people online, and literally all it takes is a few people to gas you up and
Yep.
make you think you are something that you're not.
Mm.
It's just really that simple. It's like really making people think that there's something
It only
that they're
take
not.
one girl to make you think that you got a little meat, though. All the girls be like, oh, you got a big meat. If one girl say you got a little
That's
meat, you
very
fucked
true.
up.
That's
Yeah,
very
the
true.
negative shit sticks to us for long.
Oh, that's
way
a,
longer.
That's a
Yeah.
fact. That's a fact. But that's why the funny part about anybody who, initially might get a lot of love, you ever be looking at them and you be like, oh, bless their little heart. They don't even know how this shit gonna turn on them. That's how social media does. They'll love you in the beginning.
Oh,
Son,
man.
That's
Ouch.
some real southern
Ouch.
shit that he just
That's
did
right.
there. That fake kindness.
Bless his little heart.
Bless it.
Ouch.
Bless your
You don't see
heart.
Little heart. What the fuck do you mean?
No, we don't
What's
do
my
that.
little heart,
No,
nigga?
but when Northerners go down to the South, we think that y'all are being nice when you say shit like that.
Oh, no,
bless his
sarcastic
heart.
as a motherfucker.
That's the worst thing you can say to
Oh.
so you just said fuck you.
God bless you.
Yeah.
I really cursed you. That's it.
Yes.
Oh, God bless you. God bless. You don't see that with up and coming comedians though. You don't
I'm
have
gonna
it
pray
like
for you.
you
Oh,
don't see
like-
like a new comedian and you see that they got that new car smell and they
Yeah.
all happy. And you just like, you have no idea.
No
what you're
idea
doing.
what's about to go down.
Rude awakening.
But this
Only if there's arrogance tied to it.
this causes the arrogance.
Yeah.
though. This shit right here will make you think you're better than what you already are. You ain't ready yet.
You know why you don't see it with comedians a lot of times? Because the stage is humbling.
Mm.
Like you gonna bomb. You can't avoid a bomb. Bombing happens.
Yeah.
So the stage, yes, the stage is humbling.
But before that humbling, they on this shit making motherfuckers die. Like
But that's why that shit right there gives the inflated sense of ego.
yes.
Like if you're on stage, you're bombing.
They stay there though. They won't go on
That's
stage.
why it's easy to go that way.
Yeah.
It's easy to stay on there. It's easy to do things on there,
Nah,
and everybody
respect.
fucking loves you. And the negative comments, you just delete them shit.
That's right.
You can't delete a boo.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
You
right.
got to deal with that
you
shit
can
in real
filter
time.
that shit out.
Imagine
You
you
can't
could.
filter that.
But
That's
you
right.
can't on stage.
That's right.
So you're really in prison on stage.
That's right. And I mean, I hate to sound like the old guy, but I am. You know, I come from an era where you really had to earn that attention.
Literally.
You had to earn those motherfucking. You had to fuck the likes. You had to earn people liking you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't care if you beat up the bully, whatever you did. You had to learn it
Come
from
on.
somewhere.
Yeah.
And that's why I disconnect from this shit so much because I don't ever want this thing right here, that smartphone, that social media to influence my thoughts and my words because it will. There's
Definitely will.
nobody that's exempt from it. If you spend too much time on it, it's going to impact
Definitely.
you or affect you in some way, shape, or form.
You know what's crazy about it is that not only the people, but like the algorithm and the rules of social media. Like if all the content's going on social media, right? And then social media decides we don't like curse words in our content. That shifts how comedy exists.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
That shifts how music exists. Like you start writing the lyrics to your songs differently because you know the only way that shit is going to splash
That's right.
is if it. So those people, these nerds that are at these social media companies, they could dictate culture.
That's right.
They could dictate music.
That's right.
They say no twerking.
So I was just about to say dance. If certain dances are too sexual, they go no. And then all of a sudden choreographers are like, well, I want to be famous. I'm not going to start twerking.
There you go. Wow.
Like
That's a lot of power. Isn't that kind of crazy?
It's so much power. I want y'all to add the audio of T-Pain because T-Pain was talking about how we already got a little baby. We already got a baby. We already got, I forgot who else he named, but he was like, we need y'all to be original.
You know when your shit sounds like somebody else's shit, you're making it because you think because you're in the studio like, what's the #1 record right now? We need to make another one of those. Stop doing that. Stop. You're not original. Give me some original shit. Give me some. Are you seriously telling me that you sat here and watched me tell a bitch to eat a dick and you thought that wasn't original? Are you seriously sitting here telling me that eat a dick is the bad part of music? Stop! Just fucking do something else! Just, god damn it! Do some different music! We have all the shit that you're doing. We already have it. Lil Uzi Vert is already doing it. Lil Baby is already doing it. Dababy is already doing it. It's literally 2 niggas with baby in their names that's already doing all the music you want. Do something else. Do something else. That's it. That's all we want. Do something else. Holy shit.
To your point, it's hard to be original when you see something working. When you see something working for somebody, you like, oh shit, well, let me make some music like that.
I'm a baby too.
I'm a rap like that. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what all of this shit is. We're all walking around being human algorithms and don't even fucking know.
It's so true because we're just drawing a success and whatever's going to work, motherfuckers copy. But what's interesting is the people that usually pop off, especially out of nowhere, are doing something unique.
That's right.
But it's
everybody doing this, they go that way. I mean, but yo,
they scared.
It is for people like, I don't know. I like going in that lane. It actually kind of grosses me out to like copy certain people and do their things because why do it? But I understand the person that isn't willing to do that because they might have bills to pay. They got kids to feed. How do I continue to feed the fucking kids and do that shit?
Yeah. I don't. That's why I don't respect everybody's opinion. And the main reason I don't respect
you're just going along with what everybody else.
Exactly. because I come from an era where you said things and you didn't care whether somebody agreed or disagreed or not, and you had to stand on whatever that thing was. Nowadays, people take the safe route. They look at whatever everybody's talking about. They look like what the popular opinion is, and they just go with that.
Yeah.
As opposed to crafting their own thoughts and their own ideas about a situation. That's what I respect.
Thinking outside the box.
That's right.
There's easy money. There's quick money. It's easy money, but it's short money if you just go along with the narrative.
That's right. That's right. And you can sniff when somebody's being authentic or not. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it's interesting even when like, you know, I see things on social media and they'll be like, oh, Charlamagne is PC to God, right?
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Okay.
Because that's me. That's who I am at this point.
What's PC?
You know?
Man, shut up, bro.
See?
You can't even say it. You can't even say it without laughing.
What's PC?
Huh?
I don't know. What does PC mean?
PC. You never smoked PC?
Oh, politically correct.
Politically correct, yeah.
I don't know what that means, right? But I know I'm being true to myself.
I didn't say nothing. Hey, bro.
This the devil on the shoulder that's like, no, you're not.
That's facts.
This is you here.
That's facts. Okay.
What's going on?
I'm trying to drag you back to this political incorrectness once a week on this goddamn podcast, okay? I can't wait to ask you about Black Widow so you can fake tell me. All right.
I really haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it. I'm behind. I'm behind on Loki. I'm on, I think the final episode of Loki.
I tried to get into Loki, man. I tried.
The first 3 episodes, I fuck with Loki.
You like the first
Yeah.
episode? I thought it was regs, the super regs.
Well, I can tell you the reasons I like it. The reasons I like it is because they really introduced Marvel Phase 4 in a real way. Like, we know where the world is going. And now they're about to get into the cosmos and time travel and everything else and Kang the Conqueror. Like, I like that shit.
Right.
So I fuck with it.
I ain't getting never got into it.
I tried. I really wanted it. Like, I wanted a new show. I put that shit on. I was like, I don't know.
Try
man.
Naked and Afraid is dope.
Naked and Afraid is dope. I
It's
fucks
really
with that
dope.
shit.
It's old. Loki does make me think about, like, what if there are variants of us?
Say what?
What if there are variants of us?
Yeah, that could happen. Okay, I'll give Marvel credit in this, is they are going after a super abstract idea, which is time travel, right? Especially in the way they're trying to tell it. Like, that shit is tricky, difficult, and confusing.
But they listen, I say this all the time. I don't know who the fuck at Marvel is putting this shit together, but they laid out a 15, 20-year plan that they are executing to perfection.
Yeah.
They don't waste nothing.
Except for Black Widow.
I haven't seen Black Widow yet.
So you think it's like two of us? It's two of everybody?
It's really that bad.
You're the second person to tell me that. It's really...
It's like Men in Black, not Men in Black. What's Mission Impossible movie? Like, it's just all action.
But she's a spy.
Yeah, but it's just all action. Like, there's no storyline, there's no funnies, there's no like.
Well, she's a spy though.
Yeah, but you know how their movies are so great because it's action and there's fun.
There's usually a
like
great
Mission
story.
Like,
There's
plot development. Like, you understand this character.
He's
why
talking
they're
about
doing the
Marvel.
thing they're
Like,
doing.
Marvel has great villains,
Yeah.
great storylines.
There's no storyline?
Like, it is a storyline, but I'm just saying, like, there's no character development. You don't understand why the characters doing what they're doing.
Or just say you hate women, Alex.
See, that's the thing.
I
That's
like
the thing right here.
I liked Wonder Woman. You ain't like that shit.
I hated Wonder Woman.
The
No.
first one was alright. The second one was garbage.
Both of them was garbage.
Nah.
Never
You
watched.
Wait a minute,
First one-
what?
I thought both Wonder Womans were garbage. I'm not giving Somebody will edit on Reddit. Charlamagne said he thinks women are garbage. I told y'all he was gay. He just said women are garbage. He's gay and misogynistic. I never liked Wonder Woman.
Nah,
I gotta watch it. I gotta catch up.
Bro?
Nah, I gotta catch up.
What is it about like a female empowerment character that you hate so much?
I love Captain Marvel.
Oh, I was confusing them. Captain Marvel is different than Wonder Woman. Captain
Yes.
Marvel is from Marvel, obviously.
All
Wonder
women
Woman is
don't look
DC.
alike.
They
Andrew.
don't, though?
They
You know
are the
what I'm
same
saying? They
parts.
don't, though? Like, come on, bro. What do you mean?
I gotta watch Black
Superhero
Widow,
woman?
man. You know what I think might be fuck up Black Widow too?
What's that?
The fact that it's out of place. Because Black Widow was supposed to be the first movie after Endgame. And then they were supposed to roll into the TV show. They actually edited a lot of Captain America Winter Soldier, because Captain America Winter Soldier, like Black Widow's sister was in that.
Yeah.
And they edited that. So a lot of that was supposed to have some synergy.
So they just
with
threw
it.
that shit out, essentially. They're like, let's just get this out the way. We already
And that's
made
how
it.
they fucked up because by throwing that out of the original movies, now all of a sudden this bitch got a family and you don't even know that she had a
She
family.
gotta be the
Oh.
B word.
Sorry, my bad.
Jesus
She's a character. She might be a bitch. Like, if you're one of the people
My
she killed, you probably think she's a bitch.
This is what we're talking about. This is why we can't have an objective conversation about Black Widow. We would,
the guy.
everybody
I know,
was
right?
doing
Like,
fine.
PC the guy. I bet if it was White Widow, she could be a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I bet if it was White Widow, this Karen ass spy out here, you know what I mean? I bet that she could be a bitch then.
Did you see that woman in Short Hills Mall, bro?
No, what happened?
Man, I know
when she
you saw
smacked
that.
the person and started crying?
Man, that
Amazing.
shit was incredible.
Amazing.
Y'all just learning about white women, bro?
No, but
Y'all just figuring
we
white
knew
women
this
out?
shit existed forever.
Very scary.
You remember when LeVar Ball was on Colin Coward's show, I think it was?
Herd?
The Herd.
Herd,
And remember
yeah.
the woman was behind him and he was like, I'm not even looking behind me.
Yeah, I don't
And
know.
then-
I
Here
don't
we
want
go.
no problems with
Here
this.
we
I don't
go.
see you.
And we were sitting back like, I know exactly what he means.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
Remember we said that?
Yeah.
We were like, yo, I'm
Yeah.
as a black man, I'm terrified when a white woman starts acting like that. When she
What?
was like, are you threatening me? And LeVar said, see, that's what I'm talking about.
There we go.
That's what I'm talking about. So when you see the woman in Short Hills Mall, I can't remember her name. When you see her
Karen.
acting like that, that's what we're terrified of.
Ask your workers. She tried to hit me. She tried to hit me. Now I want security for you. Oh my God. Oh my God. You should have thought about that before you did what you did.
I didn't try to hit you. Please don't record me.
Y'all got to get security. She charged me. If I wouldn't have ducked, she would. Oh no, you just wanted security for me, right? I want security for you now. No, don't cry.
I'm more scared. I'm more scared
Us
of that.
too. Like, you don't get this alone.
Really?
Yeah.
We're also terrified.
Stop
Tell me your
Yeah.
trauma. I didn't
No
know
way.
this. I
Come
really didn't.
on,
Stop
dude.
it.
100%. Yeah, we don't
How?
play games with that shit. Come on. White women are crazy. You didn't notice? Like,
Listen,
this is
I'd
not like
rather be
there's nothing
around
racial about
a
this.
bunch
This
of black dudes
is
with
in
guns.
general. Say what?
I'd rather be around a bunch of black dudes with guns as one of those.
Well,
You'd rather be around a bunch of black dudes with guns than one white woman.
One white Karen to act like that for sure.
no,
She's way more dangerous.
No, I'm gonna sit here and say those are equal opportunity dangerous.
No, because
I
I've
don't
been
wanna be
around
around
it and
that.
I
I'd rather
felt
be
no way.
I'd rather
I'm
be
just
around a
saying me.
Karen because I understand how to navigate the Karen. You'd rather be around those black dudes because you understand how to navigate them.
I have no problem. I've been around it all week and have no problems at all.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel away. Her, if she even came through and walked past,
Yeah.
everybody would have looked with guns on them and said nobody looked like that.
Somebody said to me yesterday, "What would I have done in that situation?" And I thought about it. I'm like, if she falls and she's acting like that, because my mind is I'm gonna run away.
Yeah.
But if I'm the
You have
black
to
guy
take it.
running away from
You
that
get
situation,
shot.
I'm getting hurt, right?
And she didn't say anything.
So I said, you know what I would do?
Got to tape it, bro.
I'm gonna jump down and break dance with her.
No.
I'm gonna get on the floor. I'm gonna start spinning.
No, but
I'ma
they gonna
start
think you trying to
pulling
fight
windmills.
her.
No,
You're
I'm
aggressive.
gonna do my social distancing, but I'm gonna start break dancing too.
You got to, dude.
She
No.
start doing her leg like this. I'm gonna start doing that shit too. Right?
That might be aggressive for them, though.
Shit gotta
No,
look like the Euro Cup.
Bro, that shit is insane.
no, you got to do what she did. You got to tape for real.
Bro,
All jokes
that
aside.
shit is insane
You have
to
to see
me.
it.
Yeah, dude.
But
This is what it is. They could cry on spot.
oh,
Right, but you
It's
got to. You can't
unbelievable
do
their
that
ability.
though. That's dangerous.
It is.
You take somebody's whole life like that,
What? Crying on spot.
doing that bullshit right there.
I know, dude.
here's the thing that I want to ask that young woman.
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Because she can.
Because
why?
when white chicks fuck up, they realize they fuck up, and then they realize if they play victim, then nobody talks about what they did.
Not at all.
So it's a convenient manipulation strategy. It's you do something wrong, and then it's
Mm.
I
but
got anxiety.
I feel like this, and why have you done that? And da, 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 and how? come
I'm getting
you don't
anxiety. Not right now. I got anxiety.
And so now all of a sudden you're the victim, yeah. And fucking Charlamagne done told everybody they got anxiety, so now we got to deal with that from everybody.
I start using it when I'm about to get pulled over. Yo, sir, I got anxiety right now.
That is though.
What?
Wait, that's what
I'm used to this
that
shit
feeling
now.
he got. That's trauma, bro.
It is.
When the police pull you over,
I just feel like it's
He's
just,
a
you know what's up.
criminal. They're supposed to. They're supposed to
now.
pull
It's
him
still
over.
trauma. Still
Not
trauma,
now.
though.
Not
It's
now.
The police are feeling trauma.
but it's still
Leave me
trauma.
alone.
Leave me alone.
It's still trauma. You got trauma from all the times you've been pulled over.
Yes.
Plus just generational trauma of that shit just going through our bodies and our veins from I was literally I bought a book last week called Slave Patrol that talks about the history of slave
Jesus.
patrols in the Carolinas and how it correlates with the police now.
But you know
all
what's
that shit
crazy?
is generational trauma, bro.
You know
How'd
what's
they
crazy?
hire people for that?
Yo, every time I drive,
For slave patrol. They
you
just,
hate niggers?
whoa, 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 whoa. Chill out, dude.
That's the interview process.
I'm just
Easy.
saying, like,
You're not hired. All right? You didn't answer
Just
with
a
a stern.
hesitation.
Yeah.
just the
I should-
hesitation.
I should feel
Nah,
uncomfortable.
but listen, every time I drive though,
No, I'm
and
just
I
saying
see him,
in general with the slave patrol. Like, how did they hire the white guys to do that?
I haven't. I didn't have.
Was there like
probably a
running
group that
exercise or
lived
something?
together, and they probably raised them to
I
be
haven't
like
started
that.
reading the book yet.
Say again?
I haven't started
You
reading
didn't start
I
reading
just
it?
read the title.
But I'm just saying, like, you're in the woods, right? So it's not like you can like take a car or anything like that. Like, you got to chase these guys,
Yes.
you know? So like, who's gonna catch the black guy?
Well, that's what it's for. It literally was for slaves who would run off the plantation.
Yeah, but
And
how did you guys ever get caught?
this is the
Somebody told.
Slave Patrols,
Right.
Law and Violence in Virginia and the Carolinas by Sally E. Haddon.
So when you drive and you see them, don't you already have something in your head what you about to say if they pull you over?
No.
That's
I
kinda
pull over-
fucked up.
I've talked about this a million times. I pull over to the side of the road and let them pass me.
Always.
I don't
If I see
I
you
don't want the
behind me-
interaction.
Please let a gas station be somewhere, a store, complex.
I don't want the interaction.
Please.
I don't want the interaction.
What do
But
you do?
Who?
Get the
You just pull
whatever
off,
it
Pull over to the
is.
side of the road.
I
you
don't
see a
care if it's
cop.
Victoria's Secret. I'm pulling over in there.
That's exactly where Abigail was at. I think that's her
you
name.
do
the
that,
Karen.
and you do that because you've had these horrible racial experiences. You also
I know
seen
what
so
time
many
it is.
on video.
It's a 90-10 chance that he's going to fuck with me.
That's right.
And
And
not 50-50.
I've never had a horrible racial experience. But,
but
to your
you've
point,
seen so many on video.
That's right. I don't want the interaction.
Now, do you understand why white people cross the street when they see you guys?
No.
No.
We are not
They've
the
seen a lot of video.
No.
lot of
They've
video.
seen a lot of video.
So why don't we act like that with white people then?
What do you mean?
Way
What do you
more.
mean? We've seen way more.
white people acting up and doing something to black people.
Absolutely.
We can't even do nothing to
Historically.
y'all. What's wrong with you?
Historically.
I was just making a joke, but
Like, what the fuck are you talking about? We can do something that happen. What the fuck are you talking about?
I didn't think we were gonna actually bring up
I
real
see
numbers
videos.
here, guys.
Oh, we're being for real?
I need to see these
Last
videos.
time we did that, Taylor got fired from the podcast. So let's just
Taylor
chill
did
out.
not get fired. Taylor is doing what she's supposed to be doing,
I miss you, Taylor.
which is producing.
I miss
okay.
Taylor producing in house.
She'll be here next week, but she got to follow proper COVID protocol.
Oh, she gotta go through
Yeah,
protocol.
That's all. That's all. Listen, everybody has to focus on what they're here to do in the moment. Now, if you grow out of that and you want to do other things in the future, salute. Not mad at that at all. You know what I mean? But just don't let, what you're doing
interrupt
Mm-hmm.
be impacted by something that you ain't got no business doing.
But it's great. We got this new kid that's working for us right now, and he's 18 years old, just out of high school, and
the kid out there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, rough life.
It's amazing. Guy's cleaning up all the time, like throwing the fucking garbage
Word up.
out.
It's great.
Like that new energy you need in a company,
Yes.
because it makes everybody else go, oh shit, I got to do that shit.
Yes.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
That's
It
why
is
I
really good.
Check everybody entitlement.
But that's
Exactly.
why
Like the interns when they try so hard.
That's right.
I
That's
like
right.
those.
You know
it
why?
lets everybody know, oh my God, like I got go.
Because you're one of those. The same way we all still have our inner child in us, we still have that inner intern, that guy who was just
Still
that
go
guy or
hard.
girl who was just happy to be there. Like, man, what do I need to do?
So he told me a funny story. He said that he was working at Home Depot, right? And his boss asked him, so what are you trying to do in your future? Like, what do you want to do? And he's like, I really want to work at Schultz Studios. Like that would be the dream.
Wow.
And his boss told him, he's like, yeah, there's no chance of that happening. Why don't you start figuring out like what you can do here? This is your best chance of doing it. And then
I
he
don't
got
believe
to,
that story.
Listen, all right, fair enough. Maybe he's lying.
Yeah. That's great.
I just don't believe that story.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
And then he said he got to walk into his fucking boss's room the other day and say, yo, I'm quitting. I'm going to work for Show
That's
Studios.
dope.
That ain't nothing.
I'm about to say that.
over though, man.
No,
Not that,
it
no.
is.
Let
Yeah,
me
for some-
explain.
Damn,
No.
Hey,
No.
bro, like-
Let me explain what I
What a
mean
hater,
by
bro.
that.
Where's,
Because-
where's my political correctness? You
No.
politically correct about everything else
No.
except me?
PC.
Let me,
Motherfucker.
I've been literally
We
arguing.
get old school seat of God back in the day.
I've been debating about
Smell
this
a fart
all
out my
morning.
ass or whatever.
No, I've been debating about this all morning because in the group chat it's me, it's Wax, it's Nyla, it's Michaela, it's Taylor, right?
Yeah.
And Sim, and I'm talking to them
I don't want
about
to be
how.
in that black ass group text anyway.
But listen, I'm talking to them. I'm talking to them about how people get gassed off the littlest things. You understand what I'm saying?
I think he's still shitting on me.
No.
I think he's
Yo,
still shitting on
I'm
me.
tell
He
you.
just called the littlest
No,
things
listen.
out. He just said out.
But listen, salute to that brother because he got an internship at Soch Studios.
He getting paid. Ain't no internship.
Oh, well,
Dope.
great. He got
Even
paid.
better.
But guess what?
Yeah.
You still ain't did shit, young man. You haven't. You still
Yeah.
ain't did shit, young man.
This is true.
You still got to earn your kid. You might fire him after 2 weeks, Schultz.
That's
Yeah.
also
Not saying
true.
you wouldn't.
Not if he keeps cleaning up.
But
I love that shit, bro.
But he might want to grow out of that.
That's
just
right.
Cleaning up.
until he tells you, I ain't come here to clean.
Yep.
I came
You asked me to get on
I
the
came
mic
here to
one
be a
time.
cameraman. Exactly.
Yeah.
I
Well,
came here to be the cameraman.
to
I
be
came here to take
honest,
Adam's job.
He didn't come here to clean, but now that he does it, that will be part of the job description. So be careful what you do to help out around the studio.
In the beginning. You know how it is in a relationship. Don't stop it.
I see it, but I see it all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
I
yo,
hear what you're saying, even though it sounded like you were shitting all over me.
No.
It did come across like that.
Okay, I give. Let's say if it's the Breakfast Club.
Yeah,
right?
let's talk about the breakfast.
And let's
Club.
just say if there was somebody on the Breakfast Club and you let them talk every now and then they started to get gassed up a little, feel like they part of the show, yada yada, this and that,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
In your mind, you know what I mean? Like, bro, this is nothing to be gassed over.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't give a fuck if it's the Breakfast Club. You ain't done shit. Like, what have you done?
But
The problem is people think that they're successful by proximity a lot of times in this era.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's
one
somebody's
thing.
dream to work at the Breakfast Club, right? And just getting that job is their first level to their dream. They might have 20 other dreams, but one of their immediate dreams is to get an internship, to get into college. Like,
Okay.
let's say you get into college, like, yeah, you didn't graduate, but that's still an accomplishment to get into the college of your dream.
Yeah, but you know what the ultimate accomplishment?
That's a second place trophy.
That's
Fuck that.
not even second place.
That's third place. Yeah, you ain't
That's
finished.
participation.
Yeah.
Hey, you made it to college. Congratulations.
That's like saying, like, all right, you got married, you ain't got family.
Now I'm on Charlamange's side. Fuck that.
It's the truth, though.
What?
What you say?
What? Wait, what?
What? Which one said who? Who
It's
said
the truth, though.
Wait, what do you say? I missed it.
Yeah,
You said you got married, but it's not like you got a family.
Well, some people start their family before they got married.
That's true too, but it's another level.
Yo, real talk, like being faithful for 3 years, like that's nothing, bro.
No,
that's not.
Yo, that's nothing, bro. Like you talk all this faithful
I've been faithful
shit.
for almost 6.
Yeah, that shit is nothing.
I agree with
6
you.
years?
Hey,
6 years?
Hey,
son?
no.
That's barely. That's a light sentence.
Hey, 3
when you
ain't
forgot
shit.
to pay your taxes. Yo,
Listen,
come
by
on.
the way, 3 years ain't shit.
No.
6
You know
years?
what else 3 years ain't shit?
What?
3 years of college. You better get that fucking 4th and get a degree.
You're right, but come on, man. Give me.
You
give
thought
me
that
my
was
2
gonna hit
years.
hard, so you thought that was gonna hit hard.
Analogy.
son. You thought that you can tell he didn't go to college.
Skip the grade.
He thought yo, they gonna die laughing at me knowing college is 4 years.
I didn't know what the reaction was gonna be. I thought I was gonna get one. I was like, damn, no reaction. Yo.
He hit that.
I didn't know if it was gonna be laughter or like true. I'm like, damn, nothing. That ain't do nothing. That one didn't hit the mark.
There's many successes you could have in your life. I think your accomplishment of 6 years of fidelity is great.
Yeah.
I
Mine
do think
too
that's
is-
great. I think your 2 is
Thank
great
you. Really
too, man.
appreciate that, yo. Word
Yeah.
up. 'Cause nobody gave my flowers.
I for real, like, and I fuck with people who like stop drinking and shit like that. Like that
Big,
first
big,
month is
big.
huge.
Big, because it's
All
an
right.
addiction. It's addiction.
Yes.
You got to
bro.
salute somebody
Absolutely.
when they are sober. Yes, 100%.
So like any accomplishment, any goal you set, even if it's losing 5 pounds, like that might be nothing. But if you set something out and then you do it, I don't care if it doesn't mean anything to the average person, but to you,
But what if you get back fat again?
that's fucked up. You should feel bad about that shit.
And it depends how much you weigh when you lose the 5.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Now,
I guess what I'm saying from like a self-esteem perspective, like when you decide that you're going to do something and then you do it, very few people say they're going to do things because they're afraid of the failure attached to it. So when
Yeah.
you decide, yo, I'm going to do this thing and then you actually achieve it,
I'll be
you
proud of
deserve
them.
to feel good
okay,
about that shit.
okay.
Proud
No.
of them.
And Schultz is right, but this is what I would say. You still haven't done anything. It's still more levels.
Yes.
Congratulations. I'm
Yes.
glad you're in the door. But the ultimate
Now stop
accomplishment is
partying and keep going.
keep
Yes.
going, man.
Yes.
And that's my problem. A lot of these guys and these
celebrate.
girls, they stop and they celebrate and they spike the football.
Nope.
It's like, yo, it's so many other levels.
You
to go.
only score 1 point. You got a whole game to go.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on,
You're
man.
bugging.
And it's like, once again, I think a lot of people think that they're successful by proximity. It's just like on social media. Just because you can at Diddy and Diddy might tweet you back, you're not Diddy.
Yeah.
You're not seeing eye to eye with Sean Combs or whoever it is, LeBron James,
Yeah.
whoever it is. Like, that's why some shit, man, we might have to stop rewarding, bro.
Like
Yeah.
what?
Like, if I tweet you, all right, if somebody tweet, I forgot it was a basketball. Didn't somebody tweet I think it was CJ McCollum or something. And then the person ended up on ESPN.
Yeah, that's wild.
Why are you doing
That's
that?
wild.
Yeah.
You're right.
Why are you doing?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, it happened with me once. I made fun of Kenny Smith's legs, and then they put that shit on.
The tweet's not. The tweet is fine.
Yeah,
But I'm talking about
Putting them
actually
on
doing
them.
an interview.
Oh
with
no, they didn't.
the person. I believe they did.
I thought they just showed the tweets and whatever.
And listen, I'm not.
That's
Listen,
cool.
maybe I'm just old school, but I see it too much, man. I see it when certain people get really, really gassed, and I can see how that ego trip will lead them on a journey to nowhere.
Yeah,
That's what I tell
yeah.
people all the time. If you
Stay
want to take a trip
consistent,
that's
man.
not going to take you nowhere, let it be an ego trip.
But usually that's quick success.
Mhm.
Like if success takes time, usually there's some humility behind it. Or if
Yes.
there's confidence, it's like, yeah, I'm confident because I worked 20 years to get this
Yes.
shit. But like if you have quick success, it's almost like you got to trick yourself into believing
Yeah.
while you're there.
yeah.
Mhm.
And it's like, oh, it's destiny. I'm meant to be here.
But
This
that's-
is
But that's the thing
You
too.
gonna fuck it up too.
I hate when people get upset because they don't get what they're not even there to do. Like if you're here to be a custodian,
yeah.
right? And your job is to clean up.
Yeah.
If you walk in here one time and you're cleaning up and I say something to you and you get a little mic time, a little camera time,
Yeah.
don't start complaining that you're not getting no mic time and camera time because you're not here to be a personality.
This shit
You're a
really
custodian. saying.
This shit really got to you, B.
Because it's stupid.
Yo, this
Yo,
shit really
imagine
got to you,
losing
dude.
and imagine losing opportunity or losing money because you're complaining about not getting time to do a job you're not even here to do. This shit don't even make no sense. It makes
And
no logical
to be
sense.
clear, you're not talking about Taylor.
No? Talking about the machine behind him.
No, I'm not talking about Taylor.
You're talking about there's another idea. There's another potential situation.
This whole generation.
I don't know if I'm talking to Taylor. I don't think I'm talking to Taylor. No, I don't have Taylor in mind right now.
No.
But no, it is a generation. It literally
It
is a generational thing.
Right.
And I was having this conversation with Taylor and Michaela and Nyla and Sim this morning because I don't want to see any of them make those kind of mistakes. Because they trust me when I tell you they are mistakes. It's literally not putting the weed in the bag.
Yeah, but he got to learn from it. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he got a big journey and stuff like that going on. This is something you got to learn from.
I don't
gotta
think if
fall
you-
sometimes.
I'll give you a story, right? I remember when I used to work at this, we're syndicated on there now, Z93 Jams in Charleston, but that's why I started as an intern and as a radio personality. And I remember one time we used to do this thing where we would take the station vehicle and we would go to different towns in South Carolina, right? Like any jock might get in a vehicle, might just pop up somewhere, have tickets, whatever. You just, hey, meet me at such and such right now,
Peace.
pull up. And I remember we had a list of like the different towns we were going to. And I remember Baby J and Tessa, salute to Baby J and Tessa, love them to death. They actually were the Breakfast Club in Charleston, South Carolina.
Blessings.
They went to Monk's Corner. And I remember being so mad, like, why the fuck y'all going to Monk's Corner? That's my town. That's where I'm from, yada, yada, yada. And I remember Baby J saying to me, yo, where you from? I said, you know where I'm from Monk's Corner. He said, yeah, because you say it all the time on the radio. They know you out there. Why don't you go to West Ashley? Why don't you go to Somerville?
They don't know you.
Go somewhere where the people don't know you and haven't met you. And I was like, oh shit, he's right. You know what I mean? But initially, ego kicked in. I'm like, what the fuck? Yada, 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 yada. But he was absolutely, positively correct. I don't think this generation, not saying everybody, because that's a big general statement. I don't think a lot of people in this generation are receptive to that because they got this shit and they got 50 people telling them they good or they great or what they should be doing.
I would have did that dumbass shit too.
You said what?
I said they'd be like, I would have did that dumbass shit too. Like agreeing with them.
You know what I realized is like everybody got someone in their DMs saying that they're the best part of whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
And
It don't matter how insignificant you are.
Oh,
There's a
please.
motherfucker who will DM you and be like, bro, it would be nothing without you. Yo, the show would be nothing without you. Yo,
Every week.
yo, you saving the show, bro. Like, and then you think you the only one getting those DMs. We've all got these DMs.
Yes.
And you think you're the
Whole
only
life.
one getting those DMs in the beginning, right? So you just block out all the negative shit because you're like, oh, I got 3 DMs. He said that I'm the one saving the fucking show.
But you got to be honest with yourself in those moments.
Yeah, you gotta be like, am I really?
What do I do?
What am I
Can't do
doing?
nothing.
Like really, like
Don't know
seriously,
nothing.
look at, sometimes take a step back and look at your resume and ask yourself, okay, why do they like me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do they really like me?
Yeah.
I don't know if they really like you.
And sometimes they like you because you're great. Sometimes they like you because it's cool to like the underdog.
Sometimes they like you because of the proximity of the thing that you're around.
Yeah. And sometimes a combination of all of them. Sometimes they love the role you play and you're the most relatable person, but they might not be speaking for the majority of the audience.
But here's the thing. What if you don't even have a role?
Yeah.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Like we're talking, we're personalities. What if you don't have a role?
Yeah.
What if Alex said to you right now, like, yo, man, I need to be heard on this podcast, yo.
Well, if on Flagrant, I would understand that.
Okay,
Because he plays a role.
Yeah.
He's got a mic on it. On
Yeah.
Brilliant, I mean, I'm open to it because I know what he brings to Flagrant.
Mhm.
It wouldn't be that shocking. But let's say it was just this podcast. We never did Flagrant. Alex barely talks. And he's like, my voice isn't being heard enough.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I'd be like, what's going on? Like, what?
I wonder if anybody around Howard Stern
I
ever
played
had
my
that
role.
issue.
Say what?
I know how to play my role.
There you go.
Say
Gotta
that
know how
again,
to.
Alex.
Got
I know
to.
how to play my role.
Playing the role, playing your role, playing your position is such a lost art because so many motherfuckers are out of position.
I don't think they know how to do it though.
They don't know how to do it because of this.
Yeah, we would train. We had to do
Yeah.
it. We had
Everybody,
chores. We had all the type of stuff we had to do.
everybody has an audience. Even if there was a janitor, and I keep using the janitor example, if there was a custodian,
We didn't hire a janitor. We hired an editor.
oh, he's the editor.
Yeah, he's Mexican doesn't mean he's fucking clean.
I didn't
Oh,
know
that's why he
number
does
one.
everything,
Number one, I didn't know he was Mexican.
You know what the fuck he was doing?
What?
Huh?
Number one,
I got a 2 for 1.
listen, number one, I didn't
Happy
know he
Meal.
was Mexican. Number two, you didn't tell me what he did. You just said he comes in here
That's
and
what
he
I'm saying.
cleans
That's
up.
not fair.
I
Not
said
telling
he
us he was
started
Mexican.
doing that extra.
First of all, I love those kind of people.
Yeah, I do.
Because that's the kind of person I
That's
was.
who I am.
That's
Yeah.
who I was. I would
Yeah.
I'll start spraying.
Whatever you need, yo.
It was something I read. I read something with it. Maybe it was a movie. It was something where it was like, you always look busy. So they was like, even if you just sitting around, like grab something and start dusting shit. And I was that
Yeah.
person. I'm like, oh, I'm a dust. Just because you always want the person to do what you did. You notice that he's cleaning up.
Yeah.
You notice he's doing things he don't have to do.
Yeah.
That right there makes you like, okay,
I like
there's something there.
He's hungry.
I see who want weed instead of cleaning up.
Oh, that was
clean,
definitely me.
What's that?
Yeah.
You are what?
I see if somebody want weed or like stuff like that. I know how to play my part. I know how to fill the air in the room. That's it. But I ain't trying to be the room.
A guy said that to me yesterday. You know, the sales team came back to iHeart, and I went downstairs. I was going downstairs to use the bathroom, and the dude was sitting there. He was like, Charlamange. I'm like, what's up, man? Good to see you. I ain't seen you since the pandemic, whatever,
Yes.
whatever. He said, where's Wax? I said, oh, he's upstairs. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, I'm going to come up there and see him. I said, no doubt. He said, no, I'm bullshitting. He said, I don't really want to see him. You know what I'm saying? Unless he got something for me. I have nothing to do with that.
I don't know nothing.
All right? I don't have
know how to
nothing
fill
to
a
do with
room
that. I don't know. The moral of the story is, man, I just don't want people to have a sense of entitlement. Nobody owes you anything, and you're not deserving of anything other than what you work for.
Yeah, maybe there's a separation between like entitlement and like gratitude or happiness. Like you could have a goal, achieve it, and then feel really good about yourself, but it doesn't mean that you automatically feel like the world is owed to you.
Gratitude and happiness is showed through your work ethic. I can give you examples of people like a Page, people like a Sim, who gratitude and their gratitude is shown through their work ethic, meaning that they're always around.
Yeah.
You know how Paige became an executive in my company?
Yeah.
Wax, no, because she wouldn't leave. She was always around. Like, I know I'm coming. I'm going to be here. Like, she was there. She was playing roles way before she had official position.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Same thing with a Sim. Like, Sim literally learned everything.
She's
at
my
the
assistant.
radio
Like
station.
everything.
Everything. Camera work, production,
Yeah.
programming.
Yeah.
She's
Writing notes
happy
for doing everything.
to be there.
Yes.
When you're
Yeah.
happy to be there, it will show in your work ethic. When you're not happy to be there, it will show in your work ethic. And guess what? It all gets noticed.
Your energy and
It
everything.
It all gets noticed.
And it gets rewarded. That's the thing a lot of people
It
don't
do.
realize. Like, if you kill it, it is rewarded.
I've never not seen it work.
Yeah.
I haven't. Not once. Not once have I seen somebody who is happy to be there. Gratitude is their attitude. It shows in their work ethic, and they have not been rewarded for it. In fact, those are the people who it seems like they're accelerating fast.
Yeah.
The people who are stagnant are the people who find something to complain about all the time.
Yeah.
They aren't happy to be there because
Not
maybe
reliable.
they're not reliable. And by the way, maybe they're out of position.
Yeah.
The left tackle don't play quarterback. Imagine the left tackle telling you,
Yeah.
I need to be throwing the ball.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to
You're
be
a-
catching interceptions.
Yeah.
You're a left
No.
tackle.
Yeah.
And you know, and
It's that too.
the reason I'm using that example, because brother, the left tackle is just as important
Yeah.
as the
Yes.
quarterback. That's
Yeah.
who protects the
The lug
quarterback.
nuts, man.
So I don't
The
care
car.
what position you play. If you're a producer, a board op,
Very important, man.
music director, everybody, the custodian, everybody plays a position. If the room wasn't clean, if the studio wasn't clean, we couldn't perform.
Word up.
Yeah.
Who'd come in there and perform for a dirty fucking studio all the time?
Yeah.
Like
behind
everybody
the sheet make
plays
the
an
show.
important role.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all. So, you know, I just want to tell these kids, man, don't get gassed because an ego trip is a journey to nowhere.
Oof.
That's all. Let's pay some bills.
Guys, this episode has been brought to you by keeping your fucking hair. As you can see, your boy's got a full head of hair. And it's because I've been on Keeps for over the last decade, man. I'm telling you. Or the actual, now I'm on Keeps, but before I was on the generic version of the drug. And then once Keeps popped up, I was like, nah, this is the one because they have absolutely everything you need. And you're doing it for $10 a month. I mean, that's when these treatments start at it. The reality is when it comes to balding, it is now a choice. You got to stop it before it starts. If you feel like you're losing any of your hair, even the slightest amount, you jump on Keeps immediately and it's going to stay, is going to stay, is going to stay. Keeps offers a simple, stress-free way to keep your hair, convenient virtual doctor consultations, and medications delivered straight to your door every 3 months. You don't even have to leave your home to keep your hair, but now that you have hair, you want to leave your home plenty and loosen up the grip on that wallet. Like I said, treatments start just $10 per month, and Keeps offers the generic versions on top of discreet packaging and proven results. Keeps has more 5-star reviews than any of its competitors. So remember, prevention is key. Treatments can take, Alex, between 4 and 6 months to see results. So act fast, all right? If you're ready to take action and prevent hair loss, go to keeps.com/idiots to receive your first month of treatment for free. That's keeps.com/idiots to get your first month free. Keeps.com/idiots. Now, all these people that you know that got their hair transplant surgeries and all that kind of stuff, I just want to let you know every single one of them is also on the Keeps to maintain their hair, okay? I promise you they're on the Keeps or essentially the exact same drug to maintain that transplant that they have. So you already see this working amongst your celebrity friends or the people you look up to. Let it work for you as well. Now let's get back to the show.
Well, hold on. Let's keep paying some bills, man.
That's a good idea.
we should talk about the chemistry of the Brilliant Idiots. The facts that, we just be like, yo, let's go to the ads. Schultz know I couldn't read the Keeps ad. You know what I mean? The Keeps ad has nothing to do with me. All right? But when it comes to that CBD, though, okay, the cushy dreams. Come on, man. We know the world today is nuts. And just when it seems like things are getting better, we're hit with even more reasons to be anxious and uncomfortable. And that's where our friends at Cushy Dreams can help, okay? Cushy Dreams specializes in high-quality smokable CBD. And CBD has been shown to help with anxiety, depression, inflammation, even pain relief, and more. And smoking CBD gets it into your system right away, so you don't have to wait long for the effects. Cushy Dreams Extraordinary CBD Rich Hemp Flower comes in 1/8-ounce cans and pre-rolled joints, okay? It's weed, all right, that ships discreetly to you and directly to all 50 states. They offer indica and sativa strains that deliver effects like relax, create, hustle, peace, energy, dream, whatever you want to do. Cushy Dreams has a product for you, okay? Now, whether you want to smoke beautiful bud or pre-rolls, Cushy Dreams has you covered. Their popular pre-rolled joints are rolled in organic hemp paper and feature an even slow burn. And pre-rolls are now available in 5 packs. Okay, go to cushydreams.com. That's KUSHY dreams.com. Use the checkout. At checkout, use the promo code idiots for 20% off your next order. Smoke your CBD with promo code idiots and get 20% off today. Now, let's get back to the show. Do we have any church announcements?
The announcements are a very important part of what we do in church.
Yo, the infamous tour.
Okay.
These shows are crazy, man. Selling out like crazy. I'm just so excited, man.
Can't wait to come to one.
It's going to be wild,
Yes,
man.
word.
I don't even know which one to recommend for you to come to, bro.
Definitely come.
But
I'm going to pick it by the city I like.
All right, bet. But yeah, it's going to be wild, man. And we're looking to shake some stuff up. So we are coming to your city. We added a few shows. I can't even believe that we're adding fucking shows. Some of these venue sizes are just nuts. I mean, we added another one in San Francisco. We're doing the Masonic Theater in San Francisco. We're doing the Chicago Theater in fucking Chicago. I mean, that's like a iconic venue. I can't believe we add another show. So Chicago, come show out for your boy. We added a 4th show for the special taping in Austin. Go get that. All these available at theandrewschultz.com. Thank you so much. Spread the fucking word. Get your tickets early. I hate seeing motherfuckers not be able to come to the show. Like Denver shows this weekend was sold out for fucking months. Please go get them early. Don't get killed by these scalpers. theandrewschultz.com, the infamous tour. Go get them. And thank you guys so much for getting them early and spreading the word.
Wax, you got any church announcements?
Yes, sir. Please go get that Who's Wax over in dispensaries over in LA. And I got my THC. I got Delta 8s, man. The gummies, these is really, really dope too.
How many milligrams is that?
You named your
just 20
THC
milligrams
Delta?
right here, which is 2 of them. No, it's Delta 8. That's what they'll be able to go into stores. And I'm in a couple of gas stations and stuff like that, places y'all see gummies. So I'm expanding on that. And
Hold on, it's 20 a dick or one?
No, it's
One is 10 or 20.
20.
So one of those.
Yeah, it's really
Wow.
good. It's
Okay.
really, really good. It's Delta 8. So these are the type of things, I heard you, but these type of things I get to go inside the stores and stuff like that. So, and also you see my boots. I was on the paintball facility, you know, getting
You
that
see
together.
my boots, please donate to my
You know what I'm
GoFundMe.
saying?
You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
I don't need no GoFundMe. My GoFundMe, you're right. Go to my GoFundMe is actually the paintball spot. You know what I'm saying? Go sign up. You know what I'm saying? Get your 10 people. I want all the podcasts to start coming together. I'm doing podcast wars. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all come out there and come shoot around and have fun.
Mine is simple, man. Blackeffect.com. Salute to my guy, Scarface. My guy, Willie D. We launched the Ghetto Boys Reloaded podcast today. Well, today is Thursday, but on yesterday, they were the #1 podcast in the music section. Actually, it was one day this week. We had like 5 podcasts in the top 10 in the music section. I know Nyla and Mouse was for the what? Drink Champs, of course. Salute to NORE. Who else was in the top 10? Top 5? I don't remember, but I know the Ghetto Boys Reloaded was #1 as of yesterday, man. And like, if you want to hear 2 OGs who don't give a fuck because they are made men already, go listen to Scarface and Willie D, man. Like, I love those brothers, man, because, you know, it's interesting when you grow up listening to somebody and you have a perception of them in your head. And like Willie D is just the logical, common sense OG who's gonna pull your card when they think you're doing some bullshit, and who's gonna salute you when he see you doing some dope
OG,
shit.
man, real OG.
And he's always done that with me. You know, pick up the phone, call me, tell me when he think I'm on some bullshit, new or old. You know what I mean? He'll call me and think I'm on some bullshit, and he salute me when I'm doing dope shit, man. So I thank him for that. And Scarface, man, one of my favorite MCs of all time, always comes through for me. He wrote the foreword for my second book, Shook One Anxiety, Playing Tricks on Me, because the subtitle of that book, of course, was based on the legendary Ghetto Boy song, Mind Playing Tricks on Me, because that whole song is about anxiety. You know what I mean? And people dealing with their own trauma and PTSD and stuff. So salute to them. Make sure you go check out their podcast. Go to blackeffect.com to check out all the podcasts. And this right here, Shallow Waters by Anita Kopax. It'll be out August 3rd. It's the second release on Black Privilege Publishing, which is my book imprint. Salute to Tamika Mallory, State of Emergency, How to Win in the Country We Built, best-selling book. That's out right now. But this right here, Shallow Waters, it's a young adult fiction book about the Yoruba deity of the sea, Yemiya. It'll be out August 3rd. So
what made you choose this one?
Man, that is a great question. And yeah, I mean, my sacred purpose coach, her name is Yadi Alba. Yadi is just an incredible person. If you want to know what a sacred purpose coach is, it's like a spiritual therapist.
It's like an avatar in the front. The
That's
red
not an avatar.
No, I'm saying Avatar is blue, but it's red. It's kind of dope. I like it.
But Yadi is my sacred purpose coach. So she's like a spiritual therapist, man. And she said that she was in the water. This was last summer. She said she was in the water, and you know, she got the download from God. She was like, I got to connect, you know, Leonard with Anita. And you know, what's so crazy is Yadi didn't know I had a book imprint coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, she had no idea. So she was like, I want to connect Leonard with Anita because Anita got this great book, you know, called Shallow Waters. And I think Anita might have been with another publisher and things didn't work out. So she connected me with Anita, and Anita sent me the manuscript. And I remember just sitting outside under the pergola, and I read it in like a few hours. And I'm like, yo, this was phenomenal. You know what I mean? And immediately I wanted my daughter to read it. My daughter's 13.
I need you to tell people what this book is about, because I'm reading the back of this book, and I had no fucking clue that this is what it's about.
No, I'm amazed you can read it in 2 hours.
I thought this shit was about mermaids.
Shit.
It is about mermaids.
No, it's not. It's about a girl who's taken from Africa to America in the slave trade.
No.
And then she uses the power of Yemiya.
No. It's about Yemiya. And I don't want to give too much of the book away, but I can. It's like a love story.
Can I read the end? Can I just read the back?
That's the back. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Yes.
And I want everybody listening, because he's been talking about this book for about 3 months. Tell me if this sounds familiar at all.
Only 3?
6?
I don't know. I just want to see what you.
The last one.
Years.
The last one, y'all would talk about that shit forever, bro. It was like church. He's coming back.
Christ is on his way. State of emergency. How to win with the man that y'all crucified.
Shallow Waters imagines Yemiya, an Orisha, a deity in the religion of Africa's Yoruba people, cast into mid-1800s America. Okay? We meet Yemiya as a young woman, still in the care of her mother and not fully aware of the spectacular power she possesses to protect herself and those she holds dear. The journey laid out in Shallow Waters sees Yemiya confront the greatest evils of this era, transcend time and place in search of Obatala, a man who sacrifices his own freedom for the chance at hers, and grow into the powerful woman she was destined to become. We travel alongside Yemiya from her native Africa and on to the New World, with vivid pictures of life for those left on the outskirts of power in the nascent Americas. Yemiya realizes the fighter within travels the Underground Railroad in search of the mysterious stranger Obatala and crosses paths with icons of our history on the road to freedom.
That's right.
Shallow Waters is a nourishing work of ritual storytelling from promising debut author Anita Kopax.
Yeah, so basically Yemiya is a mermaid.
Hold on one second.
Okay.
Hold on one fucking second.
Like a Lion
Hold
King.
on one. Al, I need you to objectively say if the Black Aquaman movie that he's been describing for the last 3 months.
Aquawoman.
Aquawoman.
Sound nothing like what you've been talking about.
That's exactly what I've been talking about.
Nothing
God,
like
I
it.
ain't even hear an Aquawoman in that.
What
There's
do you
no-
mean? I've been
Who's
telling y'all
You've been
about
talking
the
about
African-
mermaids and all shit, not Underground Railroad.
Because she's an African mermaid, the Yoruba deity of the sea, Yemiya. She falls in love with a guy who lives on land who gets enslaved. So she follows the slave ships to America. And then when she gets to America, you gotta.
So
That's
she
why- that's
is
why I don't
actually a
read.
mermaid the whole
She's
time?
actually a mermaid.
Are you sure that
100%. Well, you gotta read the book. You've seen Splash, right?
No.
You've never seen the classic movie Splash?
No.
With Tom Hanks and Daryl Hannah?
I didn't either.
Who are you humans?
No, bro.
Oops.
You've never seen Splash?
Nah, dude.
Splash was incredible. Splash, and she was a mermaid, but she could also have legs. She got her mermaid when she went into the water.
Little Mermaid.
You never seen Splash? Y'all gotta watch
I
Splash.
seen Little Mermaid.
Kids, Google Splash.
Why would she be on a railroad if she was a mermaid?
You gotta read the book. It's the 1800s, man. Underground Railroad.
Well, why don't you go underwater railway?
She did
Or
that.
underwater- Okay.
Gets from water to land to find her boo who was enslaved.
She got wet. Duh.
Ah.
Don't
Not
know
paying
what-
attention.
Now, just out of
about.
curiosity, when
Don't know what wax is talking
What,
about.
no, I think it makes sense here. Now, when Obatala goes down on her, he's like, "Yo, this is kind of fishy."
Oh my God.
Why you gotta do that to everything? You ruined the purest of things, man. Why?
He got a point though. Obatala got a point. Like he down there, like, "Yo, why you
Understand
taste
what's
like the
going on.
ocean?"
I see
And
what's
she gotta be
going
like,
on.
"I am the ocean, bro. Like I got
He's
scales
wet.
and all that
Hey,
shit."
Hey, by the way,
What?
let's be honest, man.
But
That's how it be feeling though. When you ever jumped in that blue Caribbean water and how nourishing it feel,
Yeah,
and
dude.
how it just
It's a little thicker.
It
The water
makes
a
you
little
feel
thicker.
healed. Like
Yeah.
that's how that vagina you love be feeling too.
does it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But does it taste like that sushi dinner, bro?
What's wrong with sushi?
Scallops.
Say what? What's wrong with Yo, I love sushi. I ain't gonna lie.
All you describing this vagina. This is a spectacular vagina you're describing. I'm serious. But the moral of the story is Shallow Water's out August 3rd.
Yo, but now that y'all know what their book is really about, go out there and support this book and get this book. Okay, because before y'all had no
A
fucking clue.
mermaid
You thought
on
you
the-
were
on
watching
the
Black Little
railroad
Mermaid,
track.
bro. You had no fucking clue what the book is about. The girl's on land the whole time. She's doing the Underground Railroad. She probably bumping into fucking Harriet Tubman and shit is in it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, is that the big reveal? Who else you gonna run into on the Underground Railroad, Charlamagne?
Nobody else.
Who else?
Well,
who else you knew from the
John
Underground
Henry.
Railroad?
John Henry.
Come on, yo.
Oh yeah. The fuck?
Come on, son. Yeah, of course you gonna bump into these
it's
people,
a lot
bro.
of historical figures. in the book.
Avatar too. Because Avatar.
Come
in the front.
on,
Avatar
son.
was not around in wax. Avatar is the future.
No.
But
I'm
yes,
just saying, now that y'all know what the book is really about,
yes.
get ready for these copies of Fly. I should have read
Nice.
Tamika Mallory's book to make sure that's what it was about. Tamika Mallory might have a completely different book. Is it Black Humpty Dumpty? Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. And let's take it down and let the Mexicans in.
Listen, man, I'm just here to tell you to get it, okay? That's what my job is.
Jocelyn
All
need a
right?
Kopex.
It's about the art. The artists have to explain their art, but I can just tell you that I love the book. And, you know, as a person who grew up on Judy Blume and Beverly Cleary and those type of young adult fiction books,
Peace.
man, it gave me that kind of energy. And the fact that it's a black woman who wrote it, and it's about a black character, because my mother told me to read things that don't pertain to me when I was young. That's why I read Judy Blume and Beverly Cleary, because I didn't know nothing about no little white girls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is like, yes.
Without spoiling it, does Obatala get to taste that yummy?
I can't say.
John
I
Henry.
don't want to give all that away.
John Henry is a beast.
John Henry was a beast, bro. Yo, do mermaids get periods? Because that sharks would probably be all over that, son.
There's no way they can. Too much.
That's dangerous, right?
Very dangerous.
Not dangerous. That's not dangerous, bro. You just dripping
I literally
blood.
thought about that. I'm like, do girls go in the ocean with their periods?
I'm going to be honest with you. I think that's a very logical point.
That's a lie. We gotta know.
I think that's a very lie. I've never read anything about it.
All I'm saying, Anita Kopex, go watch Shallow Waters, bro.
August 3rd.
Go watch.
But you can pre-order
Shallow
now.
Waters.
You can pre-order now. Wherever
Shallow Waters, exactly where you need to be if you're a mermaid with your period, so them sharks don't eat your fucking ass. Okay,
That's why you going. That's why you going on the
where you
railroad.
need to be.
Oh, God.
Come
Get on
on,
that
now. Y'all
railroad.
gotta chill out.
Now. Let's get into
You got to fucking Charlamagne. You're a wild boy, yo.
Anita Kopex, Shallow Waters. Let's get into
You're
some shit
wild,
you won't care
bro.
about next week. What we got? 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 What we got?
Yo, the guy in that was punching in the ground, right?
Bushwick Bill.
You saying he had anxiety? That's why he was doing that?
I mean, if you listen to the song,
R.I.P. though, didn't he pass?
he passed away.
No, I'm just saying that's what anxiety do. I know anxiety do that. Make you do that.
You're hallucinating. Like, you know, he actually might have went a step further. That might have been some like paranoid schizophrenia.
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking. Don't tell
Bushwick
me.
Bill was dealing with.
Don't tell me anxiety do that to you. I'm like,
Because
damn.
he was hallucinating. He thought it was Halloween and it wasn't Halloween. He thought he was
He
fighting
punching
somebody.
the ground. Yeah,
He thought he was
fucking
fighting
shit
some
up.
6'10"
Because of
monster.
a drug? Because of a drug. maybe.
Anxiety.
No, not just anxiety. Usually there's some sort of drug.
This
like-
year, Halloween film, I don't know if he was on drug. I don't know. To me, that I took that verse as like an extreme. I would say now that I have the language, I would say paranoid schizophrenia. That's what that verse seemed like.
I
to
think
me. You know what I
that
mean?
might have been. But also, if you didn't know it was
I say
Halloween and then you
bipolar.
just went out, like that's crazy.
Wild boy.
Like, right? Like if you didn't know it was Halloween, you go outside, you see all these people. Like that's not wild.
Wild boy. Oh, this is good. Shit you won't care about next week.
All right, go.
The baby. Not paying the kids for candy when they tried to hustle him. I don't think he
Don't
did.
try to
anything.
hustle me, bro.
I hate it.
I give it to you.
Word is bond. I hate when people come at you and expect you to do something because of who they know you are or because of what they think you got.
Fuck you. I hate that.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
hate that.
if you're selling candy and let's say the candy is $1 a candy bar and let's say you got 30, 40 bars in there.
Mhm.
If I ask you how much for the box, don't tell me 200.
No. I treat everybody the same. I don't care for who you are. You could be Oprah if it's $1 for Oprah.
You're trying to finesse
You know
me.
what I'm saying?
And you people online that are saying things like, oh, well, you know, the baby got it. You're essentially saying it's okay to con people if
It's
you know
not
they
cool.
got it.
It's not cool, bro.
I hear what you guys are saying. I'm not going to give much pushback. I think I'm with you because it's a weird situation because when you say a crazy number like that, yeah, he got it, but he doesn't want to get hustled and he doesn't want to negotiate with a kid.
Now, I negotiate with a kid, but if you make it make sense and I don't see you trying to hustle me in the beginning, I'll fuck with you. But all that trying to hustle, I got to teach you a lesson. You do that again, somebody might
Word
fuck
up.
you up.
If I told you that I got 30, 40 candy bars and they're $1 a piece,
Yeah.
right? That's $40. I'm going to give you 100.
Yeah.
And I'm probably going to tell you keep the change. The
Fuck
baby
the
told
change.
Speedy,
Keep the candy bars.
keep the candy.
And keep the candy bars. I usually do that too. I let them keep their product too.
If we talking about teaching kids lessons, you can't do that. That's not how this works.
I see what you're saying.
That's
I
not
see
how
what
this
you're
works. You don't
saying.
go in no fucking
Because if you
store
let
and-
them keep it, they never re-up.
That's right. That's right. I'm taking the goddamn.
Make sure he write it.
It's a
Re-up.
transaction,
Yep.
right?
Re-up.
But I saw him tell Speedy, I'd have gave him $1,000 if they'd have just kept it 100.
Yeah,
Why are you trying to
respect.
finesse the guy?
I hate that.
Mm.
Why?
Does the baby got money like that?
Hell yes.
Really, he's killing it.
Bro, the baby was the baby is one of the biggest
Still for
hip hop
years
artists
now.
out. And you know, man, put it like this: when we had the baby on Breakfast Club last year during the pandemic, he had to cancel the tour that he was supposed to go on that summer. I said, man, how much money you think you're missing out on over the next 90 days. He said, man, probably like 6 million. Yes, the baby makes a lot of money.
That's good money.
You know
That's a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying?
millions.
Hey, I'll tell you this. The baby, salute to the baby, salute to my man Arnold. You know what I mean? This is kind of inside baseball, but it don't matter because it's not like it's a bad story. One of my partners in Charlotte was having like a sweet 16, you know, for their child. And they wanted the baby. Baby lives in Charlotte. And it was like, I think like 20,000 you might have had, you know what I mean? Just to pull up, you in Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
No. Like, no. And you in Charlotte.
Yeah.
I would have went and got that money. It's right around the corner. You know what I'm saying? He's like, no. Nah,
bro.
He's
You
way
can't perform at little birthday parties.
He wasn't even going to perform. They wanted him to pop up.
For how long?
I don't know. 20, but it's 20. He's like, nah, the baby not showing up for that. Baby makes a lot of money.
Yeah.
But you saw the big stack of money he had in his hand, but that's not even the point.
Yeah.
People think they can get over on you because you're you.
It's fucked up.
I had something like that happen last week. And that's I was telling, I paid for a service through a family member. I told him, please do not let the person know it's me because I feel like they're gonna tax. You know what I'm saying? And
experience is the best teacher. But go ahead.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
People see it's the baby. They think they can finesse. I don't think that's cool.
Finessing.
I don't think that.
Okay, how much money you got?
Word is
Fuck
bond. Because you're essentially saying it's okay to con somebody because they got it. It's like if I paid for if I gave my credit card somewhere and then somebody took $500 off my credit
you.
card.
Okay, they took $2 is a problem.
I'm supposed to be okay. Oh, he got it. Yo, you got it. Why are you chirping? The fuck you mean why I'm chirping?
I'll be mad as hell. Somebody steals my blunt.
Yeah.
It's the
Somebody
principle.
smoke my blunt and I don't give a fuck how much weed I got. I don't wax. I got my weed, whatever. You smoke my blunt, I'm gonna fuck you up.
But that's just disrespectful. Ask me.
You got enough. You got enough. Why? Why ask?
Huh?
That's what I'm saying. That's how they feel. You got enough.
Yeah.
Why
Like, man,
ask?
you got plenty weed, yo. You got plenty weed. You tripping. Like, what are you talking about?
For? Like,
it's the principles. I don't think
period.
the baby did anything wrong.
Respect everybody.
And those young men learned a valuable lesson. Number one, just keep it 100. How much it cost for the box? Well, it's candy bars are $2 a piece. It's such and such candy bars in this box. It's $60, whatever it is. Cool. I promise you the baby would have gave you $100 and told you keep the change. Probably would have gave you $200 and told you keep the change. He told Speedy he would have gave you $1,000. I'm sure he would have.
Because he told his camera guys to roll because he's like, this is going to be a moment. He's smart. This guy understands social media.
Oh, he definitely does.
I'm going to cake off these kids when buy their candy bars and I'm going to look like the savior, giving kids a bunch of money. They're going to go crazy. And then the kids flipped it on him. They're like, all right, 2,000. He's like, these little son of bitches don't even want to go viral.
It's a lesson for a whole lot of people, though. A whole lot of other kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what lessons these kids are learning.
Oh, can I tell you?
Because those two kids might be looking at that video like, yo, we lit. Look at how many views this shit got on Shade Room. You never know.
Yeah, man.
I don't know what moves people anymore. I really don't know what lessons these kids are learning. I don't know what they get out of these things.
I got a lesson. And this is a conversation we had on Flagrant. We had Ak on. And Ak was talking about, shouts to Academics, man. Hilarious episode. And he did, and we were talking about Lil Baby. And I was explaining to Ak, and I was like, I got to be honest with you. I don't think Lil Baby is crossed over. And he goes, what are you talking about? He goes, I understand from speaking to you that like Lil Baby is the biggest artist. Like, and I think within the black community, Lil Baby is massive. He's the biggest fucking thing on the planet.
Like Selena in Spanish.
Is Selena exactly like what Selena was to Mexicans and shit when at the point we didn't know who the hell she was, but Mexicans loved her. Like it was crazy.
Amazing.
So when I was like, I'll be honest with you, I don't think white people got enough room for two babies. I think there's the baby and Lil Baby, and white people not enough white people know which one is which. And then he told me that Lil Baby's tour with Dirk was struggling to sell tickets. And I really wonder if in order to like sell out the arenas, you need white fans simply from a population standpoint. Like white people are a little bit over maybe 50% of the country. If you want to sell out arenas, you're going to need to have access to all 300 million people that are
arenas,
here.
Though. I think he's doing like theaters and large venues. I don't think he's doing arenas.
I think they were like 12,000 seaters. What was he saying, Al? Just so you clarify.
I think that's. I don't totally disagree with your point. I think Little Baby's on his way though. Just because like he sold more records than Taylor Swift last year. Like he was the highest selling artist of any genre of music last year. That's a fact, right?
There's no question.
So he's on his way. And when you look at he performed at every award show.
Yeah.
Billboard, Grammys, American Music Award. Like, so he's definitely on his way.
Definitely on his way.
But I think the concert thing is tricky only because I think we're still in a pandemic.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I just say this because I just think it's weird that he hasn't permeated my music listening. Now, I'm the last person to find an artist. Like, I'm listening to fucking top 40 and shit like that. Like, I'm not really searching. But for how big he is within the Black community, for me not to name a single song, I can't name a single Baby lyric. Like, something's going on,
Well,
right?
he's still new. I mean, but the Little Baby is like still very new also.
My name is
what? That's Eminem.
I know, but
you know that one.
I was just saying.
Is Lil Baby that big?
I was really concerned about is more white people than Mexicans. They always got babies. I'll never see white people.
Now,
I
but
think what
eventually
2000,
they got it, bro.
Was it 2040?
They said that white people won't be the majority.
Yeah, y'all be the minority. 2040.
It's a lot of y'all.
But now Lil Baby's definitely on his way. Like he's definitely on his way. I keep saying it. I'm not Little Baby is on a Lil Wayne type trajectory, and
he's moving.
Let's be clear.
But Lil Wayne crossed over. Like
but it took a while.
No, it didn't. It was immediate. The second Bling Bling came out, and it was a wrap. I can tell you. I remember.
Nah.
I remember it. I remember the Hot Boys. I remember the whole thing. What's going on with that life?
Yeah, but that's because the Hot Boys was so big at the time. Like Juvenile Back That Ass Up was a goddamn sensation in 1998. You know what I'm saying? And Lil Wayne was on that record. But when Lil Wayne became like that super household name, that was like Carter 3.
I don't know. We all knew
when he came out with Lollipop, sold 1 million records in a week. You know what I mean? Then he came out with Carter 4, sold another 1 million records. That's when he introduced Young Money, introduced the world to Drake and Nicki and everybody else.
I'm just telling you from white people. You guys are more plugged into music, obviously. You're more plugged into hip hop. I can only tell you when white people are going to adopt a new musician and feel like, oh, this guy's next.
I don't like hearing white artists adopting black anything.
We do adopt y'all.
So who's the white person over there?
We
with
do
y'all
adopt
right now?
y'all. We like to adopt.
Who's the
we
white
like to
person
go
over
out of
there?
our race with adoption.
So who's the guy?
person?
Who's the
For y'all.
biggest artist to white people right now? Drake. It's not even close.
No, I mean for y'all though, who the white person that we adopt over here?
Here's how crazy it is now. There's this new artist named Olivia Rodrigo that's killing the fucking charts. Her whole album.
Never heard of her.
I never heard of her neither, bro.
I heard of her. We see my daughter's born
Your kids?
June 27th. My daughter had a luau at the house.
Nonstop
And
Olivia Rodrigo.
So it took you a couple of weeks
That's
ago
all
to
she
do
was
it.
saying. Like Olivia Rodrigo. We want to hear Olivia. I'm like, who the fuck is Olivia Rodrigo? And it's so funny because I'm listening to my daughter who just turned 13 and all her friends that are like
They
12,
love it.
30, and they got this whole love triangle thing. And me and the parents are sitting around and the parents are like, I don't like this music. It's too depressing.
It's female school shooter music. That's what it is. This is female school shooter music. When women
Have there
go
ever
through
been a
that
female
same
school
age-
shooter?
There's never been because they could make albums. Adele, all these women that when they have this, they go put out this amazing music.
They channel their energy.
Exactly. Taylor Swift, all them.
Okay,
That's female
okay.
school shooter music.
Okay.
They would shoot up schools if they didn't have this sort of pop music that they could make. 100% guaranteed.
It's
100%.
therapeutic.
It's therapeutic for them. You got to let women. I told you, white women, be careful.
Yeah,
I told you, white women, be careful.
You
If white
telling
women,
me?
bruh,
Thank
if
you
white
for
women
telling
don't
me.
start singing, they're gonna start shooting.
Now I sat there one weekend and I knew all
Singing
about
and shooting for white women, bro.
I knew all about Olivia and the love triangle with Josh and Sabrina.
You got into it, huh?
No, not really.
I know
Yeah,
nothing
you
about
did.
I
it.
just know those names. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, nah, you know that fucking song.
My niece is
Olivia
like,
Rodrigo don't want no man to be happy after he'd been with her, bro.
bro, even last
He doesn't
week,
want
my
no
niece,
happiness.
my
Yeah.
niece and my daughter the same age. So my niece, she's like, Olivia Rodrigo is a genius. And I'm like, do
Why?
I introduce her to Stevie Wonder
Nah.
now?
Nah,
No.
Like, what do you mean
too
genius?
much.
What is genius?
nah.
Wow, that
Like,
might
you
be
know
too
what?
much for him.
Let the kids have whatever. the
Yeah,
fuck.
that's their genius. They're Stevie Wonder, bro.
I'm not saying she's not. I ain't listened to enough of her. I don't know what she does.
Mm.
Other than the parents complaining that she makes depressing music.
She makes depressing ballad, but like poppy ballads about being upset that her old man is with a new girl, and it drives her crazy.
And they like it.
Oh, these kids love
No,
it.
they
bro.
really
They
love it.
fucking love
The-
it. It
like-
taps into something.
She's their Mary J.
Visceral.
Blige.
Ooh.
She's tweens Mary J. Blige, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah. When, like, remember how we
Mary Lauren?
I don't know about Lauren, because there was a point where people used to listen to Mary, especially when it came to like, like having like emotional issues in a relationship when you were going through it with your significant other. We used to say, man, we love when Mary's hurt because she makes this great music. That's like Olivia Rodrigo.
Fucked up.
Now this shit
Is that her
makes
name?
sense.
Rodrigo? Yeah.
But I remember when you came on the podcast wearing the Mary J. Blige Tim, and that was right before you got Faithful, bro. I remember this shit. You were going through it.
No, I was Faithful then.
You acknowledged it.
What year was this? Tell me what year.
No, it was before that. You were going through it emotionally.
There wasn't 40 below.
Was coming up to your kneecap.
80 below.
That shit was up here, bro. That shit was.
Somebody gave the wrong one.
They gave the wrong one.
Them shit wasn't 40. Hey, them shit wasn't 40 below. They actually might have been 400 degrees. It looked a little too hot, bro.
Son, it was moist, bro. Them shits came up to your thigh, bro. This shit it came past your knee. I remember you bent your knee and the shit kept going past your knee, bro. Oh, what the fuck is going on with this guy? Yeah, he's walking like a penguin, bro.
Wrong Tim's, man.
I had to do something. I wanted
But how would you talk to me about which Tim's to get?
Son, that shit was crazy, bro.
Nah, them shit was
you were
stupid.
probably going through it emotionally,
Nah,
and
them
then
shit
Mary
was
was speaking to you in that moment, bro.
I gave them shit away
Speaking
too.
to you. Who you gave them shits to, bro? Fucking
I think I gave him to my man. I think I gave him
Dwight
to Deli.
Howard, motherfucker. Who'd you give them
I
shit
think I
to?
gave him to Deli.
What? He know what better. He know better.
No, he liked them.
Mr.
come
And he
on,
was I'm gonna be honest with you. When I saw him on Deli, he was rocking them dope though.
No,
Nah, come
no
on,
way.
Stop it.
They look good on him. I'm telling
No,
you.
they don't, man.
Son, it was mad funny because during the podcast you just kept scratching under your knees, and it was itching.
Like it's a cast.
Scratching your
Like it's a
leg.
cast. With a hanger at.
Look like the white.
You got a pen in there.
I look like the white woman of Victoria's Secret, just laid straight.
I keep these shit all day.
Nah, them shit was fucked up. Hey, don't play with Tim's, man. Just stick to what you used to.
Yeah,
Get the
come
regular
on, man. Slow
construction.
down.
100%.
Them shit was stupid. What else? Oh, let's pay some bills. Let's pay some bills. I want to come back. I want to talk some more about the acting.
Oh, I
too.
got these. Okay. All right, guys. We can stop for a second. Pay some bills. I got to tell you about honestly the greatest underwear I've ever put on my body in my entire life. I'm not joking around. This 100%. It's Culprit. It's Culprit. It's Culprit. You guys probably saw a wild video we did for them when we were in Miami, doing a bunch of shit, stealing Ferraris and blowing up clubs and riding jet skis and all that kind of shit. But I'll tell you, these dudes are absolutely amazing and they make the best underwear on the fucking planet. I'm rocking them right now, matter of fact. See the Culprits. And I swear to God, I haven't worn another pair of underwear since I put these on. This is not the copy for the ad. This is me telling you directly that these are the best underwear I've ever put on my body. And after I put them on, I stopped wearing any other pair of underwear. If you right now are unhappy with whatever underwear you are wearing, dude, buy one pair. Just buy one pair and you'll see what I'm talking about. Just buy bare one. If you don't believe me, buy one again. DM me if I'm wrong. I promise you it's the most comfortable pair of underwear you've ever worn in your entire fucking life. I shit you not. Okay?
You shouldn't talk about shit when you're talking about underwear.
They've got special things for the shit in the underwear. Special things. The insides are brown, so you never even know if it's dirty. No, that's not the case. But still, they got amazing designs. They're absolutely hilarious, the designs. You go to their fucking Instagram right now and check it out. Their Instagram is actually underwear. Somehow they got the Instagram underwear. Wow. Check out all the different designs they got. But I'm telling you, fuck the designs. Even though the designs are absolutely hilarious, it's amazing. The comfort is crazy. You'll never wear another pair of underwear your entire life as long as they keep making them. Culprit. Go get it. I'm telling you, this brand pulls no punches. Where else are you going to get sharks eating surfers, raptors doing drugs, Godzilla eating samurais? They ship worldwide, but they're made right here in the USA. And unlike other underwear that falls apart, this is, made in a Sri Lankan sweatshop where it's illegal for women to hold public office, or in China where there's an ongoing genocide. You can feel absolutely amazing in your sustainably made Culprit underwear. Now, how is it so eco-friendly? Well, it's made locally by workers earning a living wage, and the fabric is 95% micro, whatever the fuck that word is, which is made from beech trees and uses 20 times less water than cotton. So it's good for the environment. It's good for your balls. They feel absolutely amazing, and you're going to go get them. So you go to culpritunderwear.com, use the code IDIOTS at checkout. You're going to get 20% off your order. They also have them for ladies as well. Get them lady boxers. This is what you're going to wear. Ladies, buy it from your boyfriend. Surprise him. You surprise him, and he's going to go, holy shit, these are the most comfortable underwear I've ever met. You're going to put them on because you're going to be walking around the house, need something to wear, like my fiance did, and now she needs to have them. That's the only boy shorts she wears. So go get them right now. These are good guys. I fuck with them. They support the pod. Let's get back to the show.
Well, no, let's salute Squarespace too, man.
Holy
Why
shit, my
not,
bad,
man?
yo. I'm in such a rush all the time.
Let's salute Squarespace. You know what I mean? Whatever you need, domains, websites, online stores, marketing tools, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform to build a beautiful online presence and run your business. You'll find what you need, whether you're showcasing your work, blogging, publishing content, selling products and services, announcing upcoming events, or anything you can dream of. I mean, can you really operate any type of business or sell yourself in any way without a website nowadays? Buying a domain from Squarespace is easy because there are no hidden fees or price hikes, and get to know your audience with their analytics tools. Those include insight on page views, traffic sources, time on site, audience geography, and more. It's all so simple too. Start with a design template and use drag and drop tools to make it your own. All websites are optimized for mobile. Your site looks great on any device. Every Squarespace website and online store comes with a suite of integrated features and useful guides that help maximize prominence among search results. These SEO tools are paramount. Head to squarespace.com/idiot for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use the offer code idiot to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com/idiot with offer code idiot for 10% off your first purchase. Let's get back to the show. Stephen A. Smith.
Yes.
What were your thoughts on what he said about the baseball player whose name I can't pronounce?
When I look at Ohtani, he is big time. Babe Ruth, 33 home runs, batting .279, got a 4-on-1 record with a .379 ERA as a pitcher. This brother is special. Make no mistake about it. But the fact that you got a foreign player that doesn't speak English, that needs an interpreter, believe it or not, I think contributes to harming the game to some degree when that's your box office appeal. It needs to be somebody like Bryce Harper, Mike Trout, those guys. And unfortunately, at this moment in time, that's not the case.
He got one word wrong.
What's the word?
Harm.
Talk to me.
Here's the thing that's annoying. We all know what he was trying to say.
Yes.
And unfortunately, what happens is when you feed a certain part of the media system that their diet is consistent of outrage, and you give them a nourishing meal that they can be outraged about, they just gonna get to work. They also knew what he was saying. When Stephen A. Smith said he's harming the game by not being able to speak English, that's wrong. He's not making the game any less interesting. If he did speak English, he would make the game even more interesting because what he's doing is so unique. But by not speaking it, you're not hurting it in any way.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But here's the thing. The dude doesn't have to want to fucking speak English. Like, that's maybe great. The guy doesn't want to be a superstar. Maybe he doesn't want to be the most marketed player in the league. Maybe he doesn't want to make any more fucking money. Maybe he has no personality. Maybe he's fucking boring. He doesn't have to do it. Would it help the league if he did? Yes, but it doesn't hurt if he doesn't. And that's the one thing where he got himself in trouble. I also think it's really funny that when he was imitating Sammy Sosa's voice, nobody thought that was racist at all. But if he was imitating Shohei Ohtani's voice,
I didn't hear him imitate Sammy Sosa's voice.
Yeah.
It's funny because I actually saw this episode in real time. And it's interesting that I was even paying attention because I always zone out when they talk about baseball.
Who gives
I don't fuck with baseball.
Yeah.
I think baseball was way more interesting when everybody was on steroids. But when he said what he said, I didn't think anything of it, and that's why I wanted to have a conversation with people who were actually offended by what he said so I could get an understanding of why they might have been offended. Because to me, I've heard this rhetoric before in regards to boxers. They've been saying this about Canelo Alvarez and Triple G forever. Like if Canelo and Triple G could speak English, they'd be the biggest things in the sport. I mean, Canelo in a lot of ways already is, but imagine if Canelo could like talk that talk.
He can't.
You know what I mean?
And it hurts him. It hurts him.
I've heard, I'm not going to say who I heard say this because I don't want to get my sports pundits wrong. But I feel like I've heard sports pundits say, you know, if Luka Doncic was white or if Dirk Nowitzki was white,
they are white.
White American, they'd be the biggest stars in the league.
They would, without a doubt.
You know what I mean?
100%.
So somebody brought a good point to us yesterday because we was talking about this on Breakfast Club.
Luka will be the biggest star in the league, but
you think so?
He will, but he would be.
Zion?
Yeah.
Really?
He can speak.
Not over Zion.
Yeah.
He can speak English.
He will be
He
over
speaks
Zion.
English. Not over. You think over Zion?
Yeah, he's better.
No, he's a better player. He's
And better
Because
shooter.
he's better, I think his team will do better, and I think he'll be a bigger star.
Yeah.
But and also the fact that he's white, dude. Like, there's a thing with humans. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but a lot of people, they just want to see themselves reflected in their heroes.
But don't you have to be white American? Because Dirk was a beast.
Yeah, and
Dirk is probably the second greatest power forward of all time.
I think the thing about Dirk is nobody aspired to have a game like Dirk.
Really?
Yeah, like
Everybody plays like Dirk now.
nah.
7-footer who can spread the floor, shoot the three.
slow plodding.
Oh, got you.
Like
Yeah,
I remember,
okay,
when I'd be playing like
Tim
hoops
Duncan.
on streets or whatever like that, and you go to parks. Like I wasn't even a shooter. Like I would cross you up and I'd get to the cup,
Yeah.
and people would call me Dirk because that was the most famous white basketball player, and I would be insulted by that shit. I'd be like, Dirk.
What about
What
Jason
are you talking
Kidd?
about? Yeah, like I'm Iverson, but they just couldn't.
Iverson
You
Black.
know? Right? Like, what are you talking about? White Iverson, bro. Before Post Malone.
Yeah.
So, we got a point about Post Malone. Al brought up an interesting point. We get back to that, how you basically made his career by bullying his ass out of hip hop.
That's not true.
Yeah, the second he came on the Breakfast Club, he's like, I'm no longer a rap artist. And then he started, and then
If I got to come to this show, I'm not rapping no
I
more.
am not rapping. I got to care about Black Lives Matter and understand shit. I want to drink Bud Light, get face tattoos, fuck all this shit. And he went to the pop genre and fucking exploded and became, the biggest
You
artist.
owe me.
He owes you a little check, bro.
Whatever.
He owes you a little check.
Man, he bought me joy just by being able to ask him, what are you doing for the Black Lives Matter?
See, that is fucking
I mean,
hilarious.
nothing. I mean, you know what was so funny? That was like, the Black Lives Matter movement was definitely the movement. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then, like, shit got really intense.
Mm-hmm.
So you couldn't even ask that question no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But man, when you used to ask white people that when it first started, they had no response. It's like PR people
Like, what
started
you want me to
sitting-
do?
That's like I saw Jack Harlow say some shit a couple weeks ago. That might have been last week. I'm like, that's a very great
What'd he say?
statement. I don't even remember, but it was something about blackness and how him being a white person, he wants to show other white people how to represent the culture correctly and not appropriate it, but appreciate it and give back to it. And I was like, man, that's a great answer.
Yeah.
But so many white people had to die on that what are you doing for Black Lives Matter question in order to get the Jack Harlow to have that great answer, man.
prepared.
We've seen a lot of people die on that question, bro. but Dirk.
Oh.
So you consider Dirk white?
Yeah, Dirk's white. They're all white.
Okay.
But yes, of course, if you're American, you're going to be huge. I mean, like, we saw what happened with Linsanity, right?
Yeah.
Like, an Asian dude starts balling in the NBA, and the Garden is sold out with Asians every single night. Like, Asians are going crazy.
Same thing with Yao Ming back in the day.
Yao Ming. I mean, it was crazy because you want to see yourself reflected, especially if you're not reflected at all, right? Like, I'm sure as a black dude, you see tons of black basketball players, so it's not a big deal. You got your choice. But if you're a white dude and there's not a lot of white basketball players that you actually want to aspire to play like, Dirk didn't play that cool. Luka plays cool.
Yeah, Lucas, he balls.
His game is, is sweet.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of that going on. Now, me personally, I never understood that or felt that way. But I also just had so many people I looked up to from different races growing up. So it was just kind of like the musicians and shit that I look up to. Like, I listened to hip hop, so I didn't see myself reflected in that. I look and obviously
And
with basketball,
comedians funny is just funny, so you're looking for the funny.
comedians. I started watching comedy from Def Comedy Jam. That's what so it's like I was just used to that, so I never thought about it. But I do understand how people want to be reflected.
True, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think everything you said is true. I think with the baseball thing, and I thought about this by actually watching that segment. I didn't realize baseball was so old.
Yeah.
Right. So baseball is 100+ years old, if not more.
Oh man, I
Right.
thought it's older, bro.
I think it's older. It's very, very old.
Yeah.
And like most institutions that are old in America, they're inherently racist, right?
I don't subscribe to that.
I mean, just go back to Jackie Robinson. I mean,
No, they were as racist. To say the institution is racist still is I can't prove that or
well,
deny it.
Stephen, they had a good point. Stephen, they said the demo's not getting no younger, right? Stephen, they say it's still an old demo.
Yeah,
So I'm not saying once again, it's not a general statement.
Right.
But if it is an old sport and you got a lot of old people that watch the sport, you probably got some 70-year-old, 80-year-old white people that's like, I don't want to see these Asians and these Dominicans and Latinos dominating baseball. If you wanted to make America great again, how you think you felt about baseball?
Yeah.
It's the great American pastime. I want to make the great American pastime again. So they're like, to your point, where is the Babe Ruths? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where is the Satchel Pages? No, he was black.
Shoeless Joe Jackson.
He black?
The guy from Life.
Nah, he was white.
Where's the Nolan Ryans?
Yeah.
Where is the Mark McGuires?
Yeah.
I remember the good old days of baseball.
Yeah.
Like, I'm serious. They probably do feel like that. So
Sosa.
it's probably an American thing. More so than anything. They want to see themselves represented. So
Yeah.
when you look at the numbers declining, because the baseball ratings are declining a little
It's
bit.
just boring. The sport's boring.
I
And
always thought it
It's
was
better to
boring.
play. It's
more
better to
interesting
play it.
sports are coming around to replace it. And this is what happens with sport throughout time. Like we
Yeah.
used to watch people running around a circle and thought that was interesting, right? Like the track
Hold
and field
on.
was fire. Now we can tolerate it once every 4 years. That's how boring it is, right? So
I love track and field.
Yeah,
yeah, if you like
practice
it once
though.
every 4 years. If motherfuckers said every Sunday we're gonna watch track and field, you can be like, all right, I get it.
I want to see,
Nah,
the
I be
next
watching- I
person.
like track and
Yeah.
field.
Man, fuck
It's
out
real-
of
it's
here.
real
Cap,
competitive.
cap.
No, it's comparative.
Cap.
It's
Yo.
competitive.
What do you mean?
If I go,
Y'all
I'll
are
watch you and
crazy,
Taylor.
son.
I'll watch you and T Diddy race
Y'all
every
are
week.
crazy,
Exactly.
bro.
If you and Taylor race every week,
I
I'd
watch that shit every
Same
week.
result. Same result.
But what if she keeps saying she getting better, she getting faster, she doing it? I want to see
Eventually,
that.
you'd be like, all right, you're not gonna win. The reason track and field is boring is because the same people win every single time.
By the way,
There's no competition.
if you can't watch track and field, you just got ADD or something, bro.
It's 1 out of every 4 years you
And
can
not
watch
only
it.
that, it's like 10 seconds.
Yeah, but nobody's
Come
watching
on.
it unless your country's attached. So you could tell us if a sport is trash
Respect.
if you need the country to be attached.
Now, I
in
like
order for
watching
people to watch.
Usain. I loved watching Usain.
In regular tournaments or when it was like
Whenever he would run,
Yeah,
it's like, yo,
Usain,
that dude was
Jamaica.
incredible.
Yeah.
I like speed. You know what I'm saying? Especially, I mean, but I'm different. I used to run a 3.640, so it's like I respect like other speedsters. You know what I mean? 100 meters. I used to do the 400 meter. I used to do the 400 meter in like, man, 7 seconds, some shit like that. No, it wasn't 7 seconds.
Yo,
It was
son,
like,
yo, shut the fuck
like-
up,
it
bro.
was like
32
Son,
seconds.
yo, the amount of lies that just came out of his mouth right now. He goes, he said, can you just repeat
A
what he said?
40-yard dash in what?
He,
3.6.
he said,
Sure,
yo,
sure.
Charlamagne, he goes,
Stop
he,
it, son.
look at his face.
Like,
Yo, look at his face. Yo, he goes.
I think he bad with numbers.
So
or,
he
like,
he goes,
you
I used
never
to run a
backing up the
3.640.
weed,
And then he
ever.
goes, 100-meter dash? Shit. I used to run a 400 meters. He just kept moving up. And what the fuck are you talking
400 meter, 37 seconds. 37.2.
Charlamagne.
You lucky I grew up in an era where we didn't have cameras.
Thank God. No, you lucky.
I had a 72-inch vertical leap too.
Hell no.
Who?
Man, man, I was training and this guy thought he could jump over the fence. Leg got caught.
No.
Hung on the fence. I had to go get him.
No. Oh, no, dude.
I could jump that. I'm like,
I really don't know.
nah.
That was stupid.
Yo, you're crazy.
Remember how we talked about?
dropped
Listen,
his
remember how
stuff.
earlier we talked about all it takes is one person to make you do something. I'm that person for me. listen. Wax was going to train, right? Wax on the football field. I just see the fence. Something said, "Jump over that fence."
Oh, wait, it was him?
Yeah.
Me,
Oh,
my mind.
I thought it was your friend.
No,
no.
I'm talking to myself.
He told me I could jump. I was like, man,
I can
don't
jump
do
over
it.
that shit, right? For no reason.
He just do his
I
thing.
just take off running.
I watched him. Okay, we see the
And I
fuck he
go,
got.
I had to go.
Oh shit! I couldn't even finish practice. It's time to go. Give me some weed.
Shit was stupid, man.
The fuck? The
But-
leg got caught in dumb shit.
The moral of the story is what Stephen A. Smith said. It wasn't any type of phobic, was it? That's what you gotta ask now. I don't even know what phobic it is anymore. You know what I want to see? I want somebody to ask Khaled. I want somebody to ask DJ Khaled, what does he think of they?
Oh,
Right
we the
now in
best.
this era.
Wait. We the best. They, what is it?
Because remember, he always used to be like, they don't want us to win. And they is haters.
Yo,
Yo, can you imagine if somebody said that to Khaled now and then you took it and put it online out of context? They'd be calling Khaled so many phobics.
bro, Khaled was trying to make America great again, bro.
It's not
Yo,
that.
because they was hating on him, right? Like, yo, they didn't want him to win. Yo, it's true.
I just want to see how. Those are the type of social experiments I like to see.
Yeah.
Because we can really see how America has jumped the shark.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if somebody went back to one of Khaled's old interviews and brought it up and say, look how he's talking about they.
Yeah. How do you feel about pronouns? They don't want us to win.
I think what Demi Lovato said is true, and I
What'd she
respect
say?
her for it. Demi Lovato said, don't be mad at people who don't use the right pronouns because it takes some she basically said it takes some getting used to.
Yeah. It's
Like-
gonna take one more day than I will live.
Yeah, because it's gonna take a generation.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
Because if you're telling me now that that's one of the genders, I'm a 43-year-old man who grew up on male and female.
Yeah, AEIOU.
I thought they was a what is they? They is
Said pronounce.
they is a vowel. No, they is a noun. They is a pronoun.
AEIOU.
Those vowels. Those are vowels.
I don't know the parentheses.
There was something else I wanted to talk about. Oh, Act.
Oh yeah.
Salute to Act. I didn't get to watch the interview because it was 5 hours long. That's longer than Endgame, bro. I don't know.
Son, that shit was
But
long,
I saw clips
bro.
of it. And it made, first of all, you got to salute academics.
He's great, bro.
Bruh,
He is excellent.
I told somebody this today, actually, because I was talking about, I was listening to somebody say how, they want to work from home, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, yo, you can't get to a certain level if you stay in the house, right? Act coming outside was one of the best things, right? That happened to him when he started doing Complex. And, I saw him at the Verses with Soulja Boy and everything else. And now, I don't know if he announced it yet, but he got his thing.
Don't say where it is.
Okay,
But he said he got a podcast coming.
Yes,
Yeah.
right? And it's just like, yo, he came outside, right? So I salute Act for everything he built prior to that.
Amazing.
But he's taking it to another level because he's starting it, like seeing him do interviews and shit, I like that. You know what I mean? I mean, he's been on Billionaires before, but just seeing him sit with Flagrant, I'm like, okay, I like that. I saw somebody say something. I actually think it was Ack who said this, and then I saw people saying this online. I think he was him. Did him and Weezy have a back and forth or something?
Yeah.
Okay. And Ack was saying how nobody listens to their podcast or whatever, but he was comparing it to YouTube numbers. I just want everybody out there to please, man, please. This is just a I don't know what kind of tip you call it, business tip or whatever. There is a difference between podcasting and YouTubing. Even if it is a podcast that's on YouTube, that's two different revenue streams. That's two different audiences. We've had this discussion before. Do I think YouTube videos help the podcast? Yes. But sometimes it does not translate. Sometimes people can have massive audio numbers like Horrible Decisions does. Massive audio numbers. But the YouTube might not be
Popping.
You know what I mean? And that's fine.
And sometimes people can have massive
YouTube and no
and then
audio app. That's 100% true.
Sometimes they can have both. There's many different
Sometimes you can
things.
have both.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I don't know what causes somebody to have both. Brilliant Idiots is like that. We don't do crazy on YouTube.
I think we have really strong YouTube.
Decent. But the audio numbers
are big.
I literally saw that on Reddit this week, and they literally on Reddit this week, they literally, oh, bless their little hearts us. Because they was like, man, shouldn't Brilliant Idiots podcast be bigger?
Right.
Like, do you know what we do in audio numbers every week?
Right.
Like, go to, we have a SoundCloud. Go to Brilliant Idiots SoundCloud.
Right.
Can I read? Can I just read?
Yo, day, bro. Do whatever you need.
I just want to read some of the numbers,
bro.
No. Taylor told me it's impossible to run a 40-meter in 7 seconds, as if I'm going to listen to you about racing anything.
She just texted me rematch.
Oh, please.
Yo, we need Taylor back, bro.
Taylor is.
We need Taylor back.
Taylor is producing. This is what producers do.
We need her to produce her ass in the room.
Okay.
So that we can talk that shit.
I'm going to read some of these numbers. I don't even know when these dates are, but Brilliant Idiot. This is We Come in Trees. I don't remember what episode that was. 308,000. This is just SoundCloud. This is just SoundCloud. This isn't Apple. This isn't Spotify or wherever else. This is just SoundCloud. We Come in Trees, 308,000. 12 Pump Shorty with Lil Duval, 307,000. Call Him Daddy, 305,000. The last podcast we put out last week, 1 day or 2 weeks ago, One Day Too Late, 272,000. Before that, Brilliant Idiots the Musical, 296,000. Ready, Set, Go, 274,000. All I'm simply saying is we are, thank God, because of y'all, the listeners, we are a very huge podcast audio-wise.
500,000 views / listens is big, man.
And that's, like I said, that's just on SoundCloud. That's
I'm
not
combining YouTube and SoundCloud.
Oh, yeah.
And SoundCloud, yeah.
But when you take the Apple and Spotify and everything else,
right,
we doing like 700,000, 800,000 listens a week. Thank God. And we've been doing this for some years.
Right.
We've been doing the podcast for how long?
Shit, a long time.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, listen, we appreciate your concern, but thank you. We're doing very good. But I just want everybody out there that's in this space, podcast, YouTube, it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? It's podcasting, which is audio, and then it's YouTubing, which is video. It's just it's different. So I wasn't even, when I saw Axe say that, I was just like, yeah, I want to just explain that to people a little bit more. Because Horrible Decisions is a huge podcast, like massive. They do like 500,000 listens per episode.
Wow.
Yes,
That's amazing.
Easily. Actually, probably more, but I'm just on an average, they probably do like a little over 500,000 per episode. That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. So salute to Horrible Decisions. And salute to my guy Jamal Nolan at Jam44L on Instagram. He made a video. He told the story of the Breakfast Club dolls.
He sent that over. That was fire.
Yeah, he told the story of the Breakfast Club dolls.
Yeah.
So I think my man Nick put that on Breakfast Club page. So yeah. What else we got, man? Yeah, shout out to Shaq on Earn Your Leisure too, man. You can listen to the Earn Your Leisure podcast on Black Effect iHeartRadio Podcast Network. That shit fucked me up last week when I heard that story.
What?
Man, Shaq owns the likenesses of Marilyn Monroe, Elvis Presley. He owns like some of JCPenney. And it's because he did some deal with this company. I forgot the name of the company, but he sold half of his likeness to the company, but also part of the deal is that he got like half ownership in the company or some type of big
into
equity
the company.
stake. Well, the company wanted to buy half his likeness as part of that deal. He didn't just take like a check. He's like, yo, give me equity in the company as well. So he got equity in the company. So now being he got equity in the company, he owns the likenesses to Marilyn Monroe, Elvis. I think they even got Muhammad Ali.
Damn.
Like, oh yeah. It's crazy. Like, please listen to that episode of Earn Your Leisure with Shaquille O'Neal. It is very inspiring.
Yeah, he's made some good business moves.
Man, that's an understatement. All right, let's do some Asking Idiots, man, and get up out of here. Who we got? Celebrity Veneration Nation says, does Wax ever get comments about his laugh? Charlotte and Andrew never flinch, but I'm dying laughing each time. Greatest laugh of all time.
He's got a great laugh.
Do you get comments about your laugh, Wax?
Just what she just said, or he.
What do you mean?
They at Wax.
Are they? Don't disrespect people.
AEIOU.
If you don't know.
AEIOU.
Sometimes why?
I heard that.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. It's a laugh. I don't even hear myself sometimes.
It's a very disarming laugh because it don't look like it's coming from him.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's probably what it is.
It's cute.
It's about.
It's a cute. No, it's cute. No, it is. It is.
Not cute.
It is. It's a cute laugh.
Yo,
not cute.
You're a cute laugher, bro.
You're a cute laugher, bro.
Not cute.
You got a cute laugh.
I don't even smile when I laugh. I don't
That's
even
what makes it
smile.
so cute. It's like,
Yeah.
Sweet smiles too.
and then he shrugs up. You know what I'm saying? It's all warm.
You're a cute laugher, bro.
You're a cute laugh, bro. You do.
All right. Air tag Oscar asks, big expensive wedding fully paid with a small honeymoon, or small wedding with an expensive fully paid honeymoon?
What you doing,
Small
Schultz?
wedding.
I'm having a. Well, what number is small for you guys? What number would you consider a small wedding?
What you mean, as in price or size?
Size of people.
100 people.
I don't remember how many was at mine. I don't remember.
I think it's like 50 is cool.
I'm trying to keep it around 100.
Okay, that's
I think
big.
that's perfect.
Like
That's big.
I want to like know everybody intimately there.
You think
That's huge.
But a lot of people don't.
Huge.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't see that as a big wedding though.
No,
100 people.
intimate is the,
having it be intimate. Yeah.
that's 10 people.
I don't think I had a big
The
wedding.
parents.
No, but it wasn't small. It just seemed.
Wasn't
It
small.
seemed like everybody at yours really knew each other.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But it
Think
wasn't
80
small.
people? At least.
I really
I think it
don't
was around that
At
number.
least 80.
But yeah, for me,
That's cool right there.
I don't know. I think if you do the wedding right, like I put it this way, if it's like a cultural thing, like the way, like I went to this Akash's wedding, like an Indian wedding. Those are so fucking lit, bro. But that was so much fun. But like there's certain weddings where, and I don't think that was that one, but there's certain weddings where it's like you're doing it for your parents, really. Like, and that I'm like, if it's for them, if it's not for me, let's do that small, and I'll save the money and do the honeymoon with my wife, where it's gonna be our time to celebrate. But if it's the wedding that you want it to be, like Akash and his girl had the wedding that they wanted to have, like I want to have the wedding. I'm down to have a nice wedding, and then
the wedding is for y'all, man.
Yeah, I think it should be.
It's really for the woman, but I mean, it's really for y'all. It's for y'all together.
Yeah.
So whatever makes y'all comfortable, whatever y'all want to do.
Saving money is what's comfortable.
Listen, how did Akash convince y'all to like put on the garb?
That was amazing.
We wanted that shit.
But what was the conversation?
Nothing.
Because I'm sure some people would. I'm sure y'all got some like, oh, this is cultural appropriation.
No, bro. Indians are the best, bro. Like, because
aliens are the best.
Aliens, yeah. No, Indians. Indians are the best because they want you to embrace their culture.
I'm with it. I agree. I mean, I clearly know that. I'm just common sense showed me.
Are you talking about the pod? Or are you talking about the wedding?
I'm talking about the thing.
The wedding.
In the head.
Common sense told me that
this
was the thing, right? They told y'all to wear this attire.
The thing about Indian weddings is they go, yo, you can dress in traditional Western clothes, or you can wear the Eastern stuff. You can wear the Indian stuff, and either one is great, and we're cool with both. We dressed up. Indian wedding is like a fucking week long. Theirs was like 3 days or something, or 3 events. So like the Friday shit, we all wore suits. They all wore the traditional Indian stuff. Saturday, they all wore suits. We fucked up and wore our traditional Indian shit. So it looked like we making fun of them. We showed up, everybody's in a tuxedo. We got the fucking pugs on. We got the whole rope, you know, but they loved it. They fucking love it. If you embrace their culture, they think it's so cool. They don't see it as you mocking them or anything. They're like, we're lit. So if you're doing our shit, then it's good.
So what about the people with the
if you go to a celebration in the temple, you have to cover your head because it's paying respect to God. You're covering your head in front of God.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
yeah, so it's like when I would go to like bar mitzvahs or bat mitzvahs as a kid, like my Jewish friends, everybody would put it on when you went in there. 100%.
Weezy looked very wholesome too. She looked very wholesome in Indian garb.
Yeah, she was.
I was like, she about to trick the fuck out of an Indian.
Totally trick. Totally trick.
What virgin type?
Exactly. Indian gonna. And she said that on Instagram too. She was like, she said I look like a virgin. She says I look like something, but I was just like, yeah, she really gonna trick somebody.
Yeah, I don't know.
I love Weezy, man. Salute to Weezy. Warner the Real says, how did the person who invented the clock knew what time it was at that exact time?
That's so fucking smart.
That's a good question.
That's the smartest question I ever fucking heard.
That's a good question.
I would say that the person who invented the clock is the person who invented the concept of time. I'm only spitballing here. I don't know. We know that the sun goes up. We know the sun goes down. We know that for a certain period of the day, the sun is out. And for a certain period of the day, the sun is down. But we don't have to have a schedule, right? Do you have to have a schedule back then? But I guess you could know when it was like noon by the way the sun was.
You're more sensitive to things when you ain't have phones and microwaves.
Here's something weird. Why is the way that we calculate time the same throughout the world? For example, like our letters are different for the way that we write words, right? Alphabets and shit are different, but nobody around the world has a clock where it's like every hour is really 3 hours.
Yeah, or is an apple instead of 3 and a banana instead of 2? That's what you mean?
They do have different ways of writing numbers. What I'm saying is like 1 hour to us is 60 minutes. But somebody else could have a different unit of measurement for an hour.
I get you say, an hour is an hour everywhere.
It could be 3 hours. Like everybody seems to go off of that scale.
No,
like
that's true.
You know, like a day, they're going off the idea of an hour and a minute. But why isn't there some place that goes, now we don't have hours, we don't have minutes, we have
days.
Whatever, like completely another.
Time is time. Like
time is time.
I ran a 3640 in the UK. I ran a 3640 in Africa. I ran a 3640 in the US.
Yeah, 36 kilometers.
What did you say? Kilometers?
Who the fuck is this Marvel villain that you just named? It's Juicy J.
Is that
and freaking DJ Paul or Marvel villain now? 36 kilometers. What the hell?
All right, we got Mo.
Let's do 2 more and get up out of here.
Duverson Clifton says, why all superheroes has daddy issues?
Easy answer.
Go.
Because why the fuck would I respect my daddy when I'm the superhero?
Ooh.
Your daddy
know
ain't
what I'm
tough
saying?
enough.
What the hell?
Grow some balls, Dad.
Exactly. You ain't,
Oh shit.
I can't even think of superheroes that got daddies.
They got to,
Superhero
man.
don't got daddy.
You don't hear about I know Clark Kent, but he was a stepchild.
Where you get the nut from?
The what?
It's a baby. Like,
Oh, the dad nutted, but then dipped.
oh, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
But also a lot of superheroes aren't born superheroes though, right? Like they get their powers through like other means.
I wonder if they want the people, if they're like targeting a group of people specifically, like who feel like their parents are maybe absentee or their father's absentee. They feel like a little nerdy and a little alone. And it's like, oh man, if I can live vicariously through that superhero whose life is similar to mine, then it works.
I would like to know specifics. I'd like to know what superhero you're talking about.
Not to cut you, but I think like the superhero shit kind of got popping after the war, right?
What war?
Like World War II.
Yeah.
Right? So I think there's probably like a lot of fathers who went to that war who came back. One who came back and weren't there, or two came back with like some serious
One arm
PTSD.
missing.
Nah, but not even like, oh, you can't play catch. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying like Wolverine got the thing in his arm. You think he probably had a cast on his arm?
Oh, yeah. So
They
there was
probably
like
looked at
some
him.
sort of like, I think there was, you could relate in that way, but also like some sort of like emotional trauma that the kid was going through, didn't really understand what their parent was. Also like alcoholism was crazy after the war. Like nobody even addressed it. So now you got all these kids that are like, oh, fuck, I need somebody else to teach me how to be a man or teach me how to be brave or teach me to do something. And then maybe these, you know,
I don't even know if it's
characters
just
did
daddy issues. I can't even think of too many superheroes who fuck with mama like that, bro.
Son,
a lot
Clark
of this
Kent.
shit is, but he's a stepchild.
Oh, yeah.
So Spider-Man was living with his fucking grandma and and uncle or some shit like that. Uncle and aunt.
Did they kill their parents?
I don't know.
Batman's parents died. early.
Batman's parents died.
Yeah.
So maybe comic books were about absentee parents.
That's what gave you the time. You know what I mean? Or the desire to probably
I like
want to
it.
be a superhero.
Got
you
a
know what I
lace
mean?
on.
Yeah.
That's probably why I know it was Marvel.
Who the superheroes with daddies and mommies, man? That's a good question. Let us know. I don't know who the superheroes are with daddies and mommies. I can't think of any. And and the ones that do, it's not like their parents play a significant role
in the universe.
Yeah. I don't know. All right, let's go. Let's do
Last
another
one.
Let's
The only
do
one
the
I can
last
think
one.
about is Iron Man.
Iron Man got
Iron
a
Man had
dad.
daddy
Yeah, that's
But
right.
they got killed too.
But I mean, he had daddy issues. Like his dad never really like loved him because he was too busy with his work.
Yeah. That's true. That's
That
true.
sucks.
Howard Starks. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Let me see.
Keep going.
Oh, I like that one,
Which one? Go.
but I don't want to do it.
All right, go down.
That's a good one.
What's that?
What did Akashi's? I guess we kind of talked about that, but what did Akashi's parents think about Andrew's turban? That's from Des Raimi.
They had it. They had a wrap for me.
That's dope.
Wow.
We got it wrapped at the wedding.
Wow.
Dope.
Yeah.
Wow.
Funny child. Okay, how you feeling about the NBA Finals thus far? How about that one from Alex_Drummond? We can finish on that. Don't care.
Really?
I couldn't
ain't see
care
it,
less
man.
about this
Really?
NBA Finals. They're doing everything in their power to get me to care. I do not give a fuck. I haven't watched a minute of a single game.
Why?
Me neither, man. Fuck.
Care, bro. Like, what? Matt? Like, does it matter?
I
Yeah.
love it.
Really?
I do.
I
I mean,
want to see it.
I think that this is a great thing for the NBA simply because you have a mix of everything that you would need to have a great league.
Mm.
You have a veteran in Chris Paul who's never been there.
Yeah, I
You
want
know
him
what I
to win.
mean? Who you kind of want to see a ring just because when you see a guy doing something for that long, you want to
Yes.
see him achieve the ultimate
That's the only
prize.
reason why I watch it.
But then you have somebody like Devin Booker, who's definitely one of the most, future young, exciting players in the league. I actually said that if Devin Booker balls out this series and he's a guy that averages like 30 in an exciting fashion and they win, he probably end up being the biggest star in the league. He's so marketable. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
He's so marketable. He speaks English. You know what I mean? Like it's just a lot of different things that go into his favor. Girls like him. You know what I mean? Giannis,
Yeah.
another 2-time MVP who's like a superstar in the league. Like I like it. Then I like the fact that it's Milwaukee and Phoenix. And the ratings are higher. Do you know that Steph Curry and LeBron James never had good ratings in NBA Finals?
I don't know.
They did a whole thing about this on First Take. Like the ratings are up like 16% or something crazy.
I don't
like
believe that.
I promise you. Google it.
More Americans watch the Euro Cup than they watch the NBA Finals.
I mean,
That's a fact.
I mean, I'm not saying that they
Yeah.
don't, but
Soccer
look it up.
is, yeah.
NBA Finals ratings are up. They did this whole thing that showed the ratings LeBron and Steph Curry and they was like, yo, they never did good in ratings. I don't know why. Oh, well, not now. Now go. What is it? Go back. I just saw the articles. Okay, see, that's two different articles. New York Post says NBA Finals ratings way down from pre-pandemic numbers, but in AP News says NBA Finals ratings up from 2020 pandemic, down from 2019. Suns Bucks NBA Finals averaging 9 million viewers through Game 3, but then it's NBA Finals ratings up from 2020, down from 2019. 2020 was the Lakers. That was Bron in the Miami Heat, but I don't know what it is. I'm thinking that it's because Milwaukee, like, all of Wisconsin is tuning in. You don't like I love Milwaukee. That's one of my favorite cities.
I like Milwaukee.
I mean, Milwaukee's cool. Food is good, but I don't think anybody's watching this shit, bro.
Milwaukee.
I don't know if 9 million is good or not. To be honest with you, not for regular television.
I don't think so, bro.
No.
But it said viewership for Game 3 of the NBA Finals on ABC was up 51%
from last year.
That's what I'm saying. That was Bron and the Lakers against the Miami Heat in the bubble when everybody was home.
Well, the bubble was trash.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the bubble was trash, bro.
But what else we had to do?
Fucked up. Nah, Chloe fucked up. Have babies. Get engaged.
Yeah. Buy a dog.
I like
Me too. I did all that. You did the same thing?
Yeah, I don't know.
That was a thing to do.
I like watching the Bucks and Suns. It's fun, man. And we'll see who wins. I don't know who's going to win the series. I have no fucking idea. I really don't. I'd love to see Chris Middleton win a ring because he's from the 843. But I'd love seeing Chris Paul win a ring too. He's from North Carolina. And I just think that he's been in the league a long time and he's represented well. I don't know. It's whatever. I don't have a dog in this fight. Is that it, guys? Did we do it?
I think we did it, bro.
All right. I think we did it too. As always, if you listen to this podcast, you think we're smart, you think we're intelligent, you think we're brilliant, you're absolutely right. But if you listen to this podcast and you think we're just a couple idiots who don't know shit, you're right too. It's the Brilliant Idiots Podcast. Thank you for listening.